Oh, Nick the Flannel's got a fucking camera because he streams on Twitch. He could join us. He could be a camera lad.
He doth. What's he doing?
What, offline on Twitch?
Yeah.
Come on.
It's usually how I know he's on, is that he starts streaming before he gets onto here.
Come on, the fans need their dosage. Sign my tits.
They need their daily dose of marble races with the odd break for D&D.
Streaming Dungeons and Dragons. Watch now. Oh, I can hear myself. Fuck it.
Yeah, boy.
No viewers, this is hype. I'm the first
This
one here.
is hype. Now we can do whatever we want.
That's it.
Ooh. Oh, yeah.
I forgot that I could see your face because we're still on video, and I was looking at the streamer stuff, and I looked back at Roll20 and I could just see you smiling, looking at me. It cheered me right up.
It's creepy.
I completely forgot, and I just looked back and could just see you quite contently smiling at me, and I was just like, oh, look at him!
Look at his happy little face.
Look at that little happy man.
I'm so happy. That's the two thing I should look at. How much funding do I have for the whole of our...
Oh, I just heard you say something, Nick, if you're having trouble with that.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Hey! Okay, I don't know what was going on there. What are you talking about? Cameras and what?
Are you in Roll20?
I am in Roll20, yeah.
Are you on names only?
Yeah.
Yeah, me and Yildril are on camera.
Oh,
We were.
shit.
I've gone off my camera because I got sick of looking at my own face.
Wow! Okay, you can all just see me and I'll get nothing in return then, you fucking plebeians.
Welcome to a relationship, bitch.
Yeah.
Wow.
Welcome to OnlyFans.
Nick, your Twitch UI is incorrect.
Why?
Because it says that you're all still level 5!
Oh shit, yeah.
Hey! Let's.
But now you're gonna have to put like ranger level 6, warlock level 5, and fighter level 1 and stuff like that now.
Yeah, you are.
No,
Or you
I'm
could
just
get rid of the class. Just put level 6.
But how will the people know?
I don't think that people care that much, to be honest
Yeah, that
with
was
you.
exactly what my thought process was.
Maybe they will though.
Well, in that case, then we can address it when they ask in stream.
What, halfway through some serious roleplay, Nick can just go, thank you for the epic subscribe, that's a ranger warlock fighter over there.
Did you guys see the clip of me getting fucking shot on stream?
What?
I'm not actually shot. There's sound alerts on my stream now. And I put a clip in the group chat on Facebook of like someone donated bits and it plays like a really fucking loud gunshot and like I fucking shit myself on camera.
Bad.
You said I was getting shot on camera. I thought it was like that TikTok video.
Cannot relate. Right. Are we ready to go?
What's all this beeping? Fuck man.
I'm ready.
I'm ready. Ready.
Ready.
Set the scene
There
for
it is,
us,
if
Mr.
you want to
DM.
watch it at some point.
Nice.
Got him.
Later. Right, is everybody ready to go? What's going
I
on?
believe so.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ready.
We've already done recap. Wait, Nick, do you remember what happened last session, or do we need to recap again?
We killed a big fucking spider, right? And we leveled up.
Yeah, basically.
That's the short version.
Yeah. Jacob threw his sword at a lot of inanimate
A lot of
objects
things.
and animate objects.
Mm-hmm.
Killed a spider. Met a knight who was a mercenary who was doing a spider contract. Joel's poisoned. Jake's recovering. Yeah. But finished with you guys and the knight charged in, cut the shit out of this big spider. It fell down, and everyone said, "Huzzah!" As you're all kind of just recovering from the battle, Loken steps up from the spring he was kneeling next to, feeling sorry for himself. He's got a little bit more colour in his face. He's not like the pale-skinned creature he was. He looks by no means well. This has clearly been a huge shock on his vitals. He does look like someone who's gravely sick, but it's reassuring to see instead of someone having a pale grey skin as if they're undead, they now have like a queasy green to their skin. He's very much alive. He's just going through a lot right now. He's very ill. So he looks more alive, but he looks fucked. Joel is still poisoned from the spider venom. He's just hunched over a crate, half with it, half not, just staring at the sun.
Yeah, can I brew him like a rowan berry formula or something, just on its own, not a golden Oriole, just a
yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you can crush up some rowan berries, mix it in with the water, and just or crush it into a paste and just apply it to the wound. Whatever you feel would be the best.
I'll do both. I've got plenty, so I'll do both.
Yeah, that's fine. So you can take we can call that a short rest actually. If you want to do some medicine for Joel, does anyone want to roll hit dice and sit down and take a breath after fighting that big spider? Or
Yeah, I could do a breath. I'm looking pretty fucked.
yeah, short rests actually exist in this game. They just never happen. So if you guys want to,
I'll use one hit die. Why not?
Yeah, fuck it.
Hey.
Why did
Oh,
it
that's
not add
bullshit.
So I'm only.
Hey, that'll do.
hey,
I'm only 9 up at max. So that'll be alright. I'm
So
willing to
that's-
take that risk. With life on the edge.
14, I'll take that.
Life on the edge.
Oh, yeah.
oh yeah.
Oh, that Mythical Odysseys of Pharos or whatever. The one that you said you wanted to know about, Ben. It's a really good
Yeah.
book.
Is
Yeah,
it?
it is good. Yeah. It goes a lot more into like gods and stuff and like how
Yeah.
you can like
Eros
have, like,
is
this-
one of the planes from Magic the Gathering, and it's a very god-focused one, which is why I was interested.
yeah, you've got this. It's like called a proprietary system, and like the more you build up favour with a god, the more like you'll get like little boons and things
Yeah.
like that. It goes a lot more in depth with that. You've got like god sort of focused weapons and stuff like that. Yeah, it goes quite into detail. But a lot of it's like Greek mythology as well. Yeah.
It does sound very Terallia. It's good. I might have to have a look at that at some point. I need to buy Tasha's first.
Yeah, Tasha's is good.
The new one's coming out soon, isn't it? The Richten Loft, whatever it's called.
Oh, I don't know. I've bought today.
I'll be getting that one.
What's that one? The Candledeep one?
No, I've got the Candledeep one already, but there's like the guide to Ravenloft that's coming out.
Oh yeah. It's got I know it's got a warlock and a something else subclass in it.
Yeah, it's like a Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft or something like that.
Yeah.
Mm.
I think it's a new bard and a new warlock. I think.
Yeah.
So I got the email for it, and I was like,
It basically lets you run like a Shadow Vale campaign.
yeah.
It's got loads of info on like the whole Ravenloft place.
So what would you all like to do?
I mean,
I guess-
There was a bounty on that giant spider, wasn't there?
There was, didn't we agree to split it with Mighty Boy over here?
I can't remember if that was verbally or contractually agreed, but that would make sense. So yeah.
Well, if we didn't, I know Logan would have had a fit.
No, I'm pretty sure we agreed.
I mean, if
we
you're
help him.
divvying the slices between people, Logan was throwing up in a fucking well for the entire fight. So.
Yeah, that is true. Logan and Lupin can get fucked.
Yeah, if you're splitting this, you're splitting it by 4 because Nighty Boy ain't fucking splitting with 2 people that threw up in a well.
Fair enough.
What did they do? They were here for morale.
2 incredibly sick cheerleaders.
I guess
I'll
we
probably be
travel
like,
back to the Hall of Iron together then.
Yeah, I mean we were going there anyway, so may as well call in the bounty when we
Take
get
her on
there.
the road.
Yeah.
Do we take the head of the spider?
I mean,
Should we?
Yeah, we can.
No, we should
yeah,
take
add
all
the head to
40.
Logan's belt.
So the knight who's already here with you has already started dismembering the head from the body to strap it to his back.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure I took the poison anyway from its fangs. So
I took some of its knees. Not all 48 of them, but I got some
Not
of
all
them.
48, but enough.
48 knees.
Oh, that reminded me of that Breaking Bad meme, I know that was good.
Jesse, what the
collect
fuck are
anything.
you talking about?
So, friends, where are you going now?
To the Hall of Iron.
Yes, we make to the Hall of Iron.
Ah, well, I'm heading that way too. May I accompany you?
It makes
Oh,
the
yes,
road safer.
I think we'd be okay with that, gentleman, lady. Sure, he can come with us. How far is it to the Hall of Iron from here?
Oh, less than a day. Probably only 4 to 6 hours away now. We're close. We can get there by. What time is it now? Shit. I think it was getting on for late afternoon, wasn't it?
It was like
yeah.
afternoon.
If we leave now, we'll be there by about supper time.
That sounds good to me. Lupin, can you stand? Looking at Lupin, who's looking very ill, I assume.
Lupin turns to kind of look at you and answer, and as he raises his hand and opens his mouth, he just starts throwing up all over the floor again. This poison has took a bad toll on him. It does look like the crushed rowan berries in the wound and the crushed rowan berries in the wound seem to be bringing a bit of colour back to it. It's losing the raw red and the black colour to it, and it's probably better that Lupin is throwing up this this crushed berry juice than just like his own internal bile. So it's helping, but he's in no way fit to really do anything at the moment.
I'll probably pick him up then, if he'll let me, and carry him because
It has not got
he's
much of a
good
choice.
He doesn't have much of a. I'll be going over to
Well,
Lupin.
you either carry him or
pick
we
up.
leave him here, so.
Yeah.
Well, as much as I'm all for leaving, yeah. I'll just go and sling him unceremoniously over my shoulder, remembering the time he booted me to wake me up to go look at a statue. So.
Cradle him like a baby.
You just pick him up by one ankle and drag him along the cobblestones.
Yeah, I'll just pick him up by an ankle and just drag his face along. Come on, Bard, you're coming with me. So yeah, I've got him, and we'll start moving.
Okay, so you may all cross the bridge. You can see, looking over the side of the bridge, the familiar road that you were following the day before with the orange banners leading the way. You can quite easily cross the bridge, follow a trail down to the left which will join you back to the road, and carry on following the banners. Unless anyone has anything they want to say or do now, we'll just journey on along.
We will journey on.
We will
I
journey
want to check.
on. Hey,
Nature check.
nature check. What are you checking for?
That glorious flora.
Any kind of flora in particular? Tell me what flora you want.
What's
Tell me
the
your
what's the
desire.
landscape like at the minute?
It is mountainy. It is rocky crags. You are
Probably-
now like towards the top of mountains. You're not on hills anymore.
Okay. Probably like mosses and maybe like rare flowers that grow on like
Let's-
peaks, like that
Let's
fucking.
see. What have you discovered that you know grows here? You know of sour grass, lightning moss. I think it's just those two. Okay. Would you like to look for sour grass or lightning moss?
Probably lightning moss.
Okay. Feel free to give me a nature roll to see if you can find any lightning bolts.
Can I help him?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
I am a woman of nature.
Yeah, but you are busy caving in the skulls of any fucking animal that comes within 100 feet of you.
I don't
You are preoccupied.
If we're going to be back for supper, I don't need to hunt. That's why I was going to help
Right.
Logan.
David Attenborough is watching from a hilltop like, thank fuck. Yeah,
Can't
you're
help
able
but
to
watching.
find a little bit of lightning moss. Give me a herbalism kit check to see if you're able to harvest the moss. Oh shit!
Oh boy!
No,
Is that a nat 20 going on?
Yeah,
Straight out the
because-
gate. Fucking
Yeah,
hell.
I mean, when you normally harvest 1d6, but with a crit you can roll me 2d6.
Holy
Can have
shit, man!
He
all
goes
of
to
the
pick up some
moss.
lightning mask and just picks up a potion of lightning resistance off the floor.
Yeah,
like.
yeah. It's like, do you like how a carrot has the green bit above ground and the orange below? It looks like moss, and he pulls it, and it's actually the cork of the bottle, and it's just
Is it like a wizard's sleeve when you pull a handkerchief and it just keeps coming up?
Wizard sleeve means something very different.
I know, yeah. I
I was like, huh?
did hesitate. Yeah, you find 9 lightning mosses.
Mosses?
Mossi.
Mose?
Mose? I don't know. Maybe it's just 9.
Can I try and brew a potion of lightning resistance?
Not now, because this would be factory. You wouldn't just find it instantly. This would be during the journey. You'd be looking
throughout, yeah.
rocks and stuff and gathering it over time. But you can do over a long rest, I'd say, yeah.
Yeah.
Has anyone else got anything they want to do while they're moseying along?
I'll just
Not,
keep
not a
checking
full
on
day of
Lupin.
travel. It's only a couple of hours, so it's not like lots of time to just sink in.
I want to keep an eye out, make sure like there's no bandits, no one's going to ambush us. Just like looking out for threats and stuff.
Okay.
I was helping Logan, so.
Okay, that's cool then. So, after a couple of hours, there's a couple of areas where there's like odd forks in the road and you're not sure where to go. But because this mercenary's with you and he literally just came from the Hall of Iron, he knows exactly where he's going. He can clear up any discrepancies anywhere that you would normally not be sure and could take a wrong path. And after about 3 to 4 hours, you can see in the distance a peak that is taller than all of the others. Let me-
What is that peak that's taller than all the others?
Ah, good question, woman of nature. That is Colgarum.
What is this Colgarum? The name of the mountain, or?
Wait, is Colgarum the mountain that's like, off to the left in the ocean?
No, so hang on a sec. My map is over on my shelf. So the mountain itself is called Mordinfraz. The mountain over in the ocean on the map is Mordinzult. So the mountain itself is Mordinfraz, but he has pointed at this mountain and told you, that's Colgarum. That's where we're headed.
Oh no, not too far though. Onwards. And because Yova can like walk faster than everybody else now, she's just like brisk pacing it, like just fucking gone.
I'd quite like to speak to the knight. I don't think we even got his name or got acquainted with him, and speak to him as a brother. And I'd like to hear more of his strange accent.
Hang on, let me just Google a random fucking fancy human name for you so you leave me alone. These aren't human names at all. The fuck is this?
Marcus the Great.
I just wanted like a normal name, and it's Verundock Muzzletrift. That does not sound human to me.
Oh wow!
It's
Must
never,
be
like,
some form of baron where you're from.
it's like everyone in like fantasy is fucking Russian. Fakuldu Sagorgan. I don't believe that's a name. Okay. Oh man, that's actually good. One of the pre-generated names is Blath Spiderbane. That's too coincidental. So
Good.
here's Blath now. That's BLATH. My name's Blath Spiderbane. Who are you? I suppose we should get acquainted since we're journeying.
Yes, absolutely. You call me Yidril. I'm Yidril Farseth. These are my companions. The lady over there is Ilva. The Witcher is Loken. The tiny dwarf is Zalbar.
I'm a gnome!
Sorry, gnome. And the bard slung over my shoulders is Lupin. Fortunately, he got bit by a spider down in the catacombs. He's not doing too well.
Ah, yes, nasty stuff. I'm sure he'll recover. He looks like he's had his wounds tended to.
Absolutely.
How did you come to be in charge of such a group of people?
Oh no, I'm not in charge. We're all one here. We're all equals. I'm travelling with these fine folk. To spread the word of Vraxire and right some wrongs. And heading to the Hall of Iron. One of our dear friends, Zalbar's got some armour being made for him up there. Help protect him. Say, where do you get your armour from? Looks like decent stuff.
Oh well, I just had it made here in the keep. I tend to just work out of the keep of how do I keep getting the name? Colgarum. Yes, I'm not native to Colgarum. I'm a little tall, but I'm originally from Livera, and well, there's a lot of people just like me accepting bounties down there. So I came to live with the dwarves. They seem nice enough people. I lived with the dwarves, and they made my armor. It's exquisite, is it not?
Ah, yes, it's very good. I'm sure Zalbar was very pleased with his. Livera, you say? Zalbar, isn't that your town?
Well, sort of. I mean, I was born in the Everpeaks, but yeah, I came to live in Livera for a time. It's where I met my wife, and sort of never went back.
And
Fantastic.
will you be heading to the Roonvale while you're nearby, little one?
I should think so. They got a museum there, don't they?
Ah, yes, the Roonvale Museum. I don't see why they insist on calling it a museum. But yes, that's situated there. Are you donating or contributing anything to that, or just interested in seeing the wonders?
I just thought I'd learn what I can from whatever they've got. Why'd you say it's not a museum of sorts? What would you call it?
Well, I mean, the word museum makes me think of, the past, of old things that have been recently unearthed, and, well, while there are a couple of old things there, like there's various crystals and runes and tablets and stuff, there's also just a lot of current technology that they're researching at the moment. It seems more of almost like a university or something, as opposed to a museum.
Ah.
It might just be my definition of the word being skew-if, but yeah, museum makes me think of like old things, like dinosaur bones and fossils, and not, I don't know, the next shuttle that they want to launch into the sky and stuff like that.
Well, I'm going there to learn, so it doesn't matter to me whether they're old or new things, as long as they've got the information I'm looking for, I suppose.
Glass half full. You'll go far.
I'm sure we'll find a lot of interest out there. So tell me, Spiderbane, is that a family name, or have you come by that from, slaying big spiders?
No, it's not a family name. No, my mother wasn't Mrs. Laura Spiderbane. You'll be shocked to find out. No, I'm actually an orphan. Part of the reason why I kind of left my old life behind me and came up here, and a man moving through a foreign land with nothing but a first name, I quickly realised that dispatching spiders seemed to be what I was best at. I got given the nickname Spiderbane and thought, well, fuck it, why not use it as a surname?
Ah, glorious. Yes, that's what we like. Straight to the point. That's what I like about your name. It just tells you what you're all about. You kill spiders.
It's just what it says on the tin.
And the
you wanna
tin
know
is your
what's
suit
name
of armour.
And it's literally got Spider Bane written on it. Like a football shirt.
Instead of saying like made in China, it just says like Heinz or something.
Fine spaghetti hoops.
I'm gonna be taking a breather for a minute because I've got fucking looping on my back, so let me just catch my breath. Fucking bards and the heavy ass loops and shit.
I mean, do you need a hand carrying him? Like...
No. I've got him. He's all right. He's safe with me. I just pat him
Face dragging
tenderly on
along the
head.
floor.
Yeah.
He looks quite concussed. I insist.
I look down and realise actually I'm only holding his boot at the minute, and I must have lost Lupin about 3 miles back.
You see, do you know when you've got like a heavy backpack on, you kind of just shunt it up to try and hold it a bit tighter and a bit higher up. He does that with the spider's head on his back. Just continues trotting. Anyone else got any topics of discussion they want to raise?
No.
No, so.
Just make idle chit chat as we go along.
Just asking as I was enjoying a bit of fucking nonsense. Good shit. Okay, so yeah, you've had a chit chat. You've been looking for your various materials and stuff. And as you get ever closer to Morden Fraz or Colgarum, as you get closer, you can see it looks a lot like Erebor from The Hobbit. Not spit for spit, but it looks like, you know, great dwarven hold. You've got a little dirt road that leads throughout this open plains. It comes to a small dainty bridge that crosses over a stream, and then the dirt road continues. Not long after the stream, where is it? So behind the stream and the bridge, behind it stands stone walls, as in great wooden double doors. You can so in the side of this cliff face, it's just one large stone wall going all the way across. You got 2 large wooden doors in the centre, and rows of the small slits you get in walls that archers can fire out of.
Yeah.
You can see resting next to each of these slits is are small speckled banners of blue and red flying the sigil of House Oakenhammer.
Would we know that?
The knight would have probably mentioned this at
Told
some
us.
point during the travel. Yeah, if I'm assuming he would have just told you a couple of things about Colgarum on the way up. So actually, yeah, we'll use this as a good time to just give you little tidbits of information. So Colgarum is dwarven for the Hall of Iron. So outside races will refer to the Hall of Iron as the Hall of Iron, but natives to the area, like dwarves and gnomes and stuff, would know it as Colgarum.
Gotcha.
So Zalba, actually, probably. I can't remember if I told you that actually or not. Did I tell you that?
I can't remember even, to be honest.
No, it's been a while. Yes, so Colgarum is what the natives referred to as the Hall of Iron. It's what they know their city as. Morden Fraz is the name of the mountain. That's universal. It's ruled. Colgarum is ruled by Thorgrim Ironblood of Clan Oakenhammer.
What was his name, sorry?
Thorgrim Ironblood, who is the current king serving for Clan Oakenhammer. The sigil of Clan Oakenhammer is a hammer made of oak with a blue and red speckled background. As you slowly get nearer, you can see through all the slits on the wall which the archers can fire out of. You catch the odd glint of light bouncing off a helmet. You can see that etched into the right and left side of the wall, straddling the slits and the doors, are the etchings of 2 large dwarves, each resting on battle axes, with the head of the battle axe resting underneath their chin. As you continue to get closer, the air starts to taste faintly of iron on the tip of your tongue. Just like whenever you get a bit of a dry mouth and you lick your lips and just try and like salivate a bit to keep your mouth moist, you just get a bit of a tinge of iron. It just tastes of iron slightly.
It's almost like your classical industrial area.
Yeah, there's a lot of forging going on here.
Is there like, I can't remember if you described this or not, the entrance to this place, is it all like closed up like a fortress, or is it like open doors, people coming and going through the entrance, or?
At the moment it's all closed up.
Closed up.
It's not open and they're not beckoning people in.
Right.
So it's a large stone wall, 2 closed large wooden doors, and you can just see that there are arches every now and then in these slits looking out. So at the moment you're still fairly far away. You've not made it to the small bridge that crosses the stream. You're walking through the plains on the dirt road leading up to it.
And are we the only ones around outside of this place?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Probably turn to Blath and be like, Blath, is it usually this quiet? I'd have thought this time there'd be lots of people coming and going from, the Hall of Iron. Is it always closed?
Only the past couple of weeks there's been a couple of troubles going on. It just seems easier to keep the doors closed and admit people in individually at the moment, unfortunately. I mean...
Right, okay.
What sort of trouble?
Oh, where the fuck do I start? So... The old worm nest is inhabited by orcs. The old fort on the hill has been inhabited by bandits. There's obviously the large spider that's been out hunting at night. I mean, we don't want to leave the doors open and just beckon that in.
You said the worm nest.
Yes, the worm nest. Oh, you're not locals. Yes, the ancient worm nest. So, do you know what the underroads are? Do you know the underhalls? How much do you know of Dwarven?
No idea.
They're just like tunnels that the dwarves have built to get around, right?
Yes. So they're quite fancy and they're quite proud of them. They're not as simple as tunnels and caves. So there used to be, about 400 years ago, a great ancient purple worm that lived in the Everpeaks. It used to surge around, and behind it would leave these large caverns and tunnels. When the dwarves refounded Colgarum, some of the main caves and tunnels and caverns they realised led between particular points that they would like to get to. For example, there is one tunnel that leads from Mordenfraz to what did I say? Mordenzilt? I can't remember. Mordenzilt, I think. So there's one cavern that leads from Mordenfraz to Mordenzilt. There's one that leads from Mordenfraz to the mountain over in the frozen wastes. There's a couple that just lead in various different directions that ended up being main trade routes used by the dwarves, by the gnomes, by lots of the underraces. So they started to kind of tile these areas, mark them with roads, braziers, lanterns, signposts, introduce lots of their architecture. They worked with the gnomes a lot. And these have now become actual roads underground. These were all made... These caverns were initially formed by the purple worm as these were its main highways. Like most creatures, the purple worm had a nest which it resided in. Now, the worm's believed dead for about 300-400 years now, but the nest itself is a large, open, well-sheltered area in the mountains, which it's a hard place for the dwarves to colonize, but some of the more feral races like to make their home there. Until recently, it was only an issue where trolls would take to live in there every now and then, and they weren't brave enough to come down, and then the orcs from Cordoza started invading and decided it was a nice little hideout for them. So, there's a detachment of orcs in the old worm nest.
Did you say that the path led to Mordinzult or Mordin Quartz?
Get out of my chair and see where it leads. So it leads to both. There are multiple roads.
Ah, and this worm, you said presumed dead. Did they never find the husk of it or anything like that?
Nope, no corpse, no carcass, no husk, no shell.
Just
I mean,
disappeared.
it's long before my time. I can't say that I was there to see exactly what happened. It's just hearsay. It's just what I've heard passed down through the generations.
Strange. And the ruler here, Oakenhammer, what's he like?
A lot fairer than his adopted father. So, Thorgrim has only recently became the king of Colgarum. His father was king. His father died. Thorgrim is actually his adoptive son because his father couldn't father any children, so he fostered Thorgrim. Thorgrim has recently took over. Again, I don't know how much you know of dwarves, but they are very political people. There's a lot of kind of switches going on at the moment. Some people are trying to throw out Thorgrim and take the crown for themselves because he's not of direct bloodline. There's a lot of shadiness going on, but for Thorgrim as a person, he's a fair man, a lot fairer than his father at least. And I wish him well.
That's always good. Maybe I ought to get some contracts here, eh, Loken? Loken?
Yeah, sounds like there's plenty of work about.
I mean, are you only into hunting monsters, Witcher, or are you just looking for mercenary work in general?
Normally specialise in monsters, but monsters and orcs, same thing in my mind.
All just more meat for the grinder. Good man.
I'll look at this spider bait and I'll just nod at Loken and go, if the money's right though, he'll kill just about anything.
Yes, that is pretty much true. On a
Night,
disapproving glance.
As will I.
I'll neither confirm nor deny.
I mean,
I'm
just going to come out and ask, am I in danger?
Depends, do you have a bounty out on your own head?
Drunk. Unless you're drunk and offer this man a gun, I think you'll find.
He just kind of chuckles nervously and continues.
I'm in danger!
I'm in danger! This is fine.
For the last time, it was a duel and it was a fair fight.
That's one way of describing Zalbar. The other way of describing it is you shot off a man so drunk that he couldn't even see. But we won't get into that. We'll just start calling you Zalbar Drunken Bane.
Fastest drawer in the mire.
Sound piss.
Best destroyer in the mire.
So, as Blath just gives you a bit more info about Colgarum, and then you reminisce about the time she spent in Murkmire, you all hear this almighty crackling and crunching sound from above you. I'm assuming you're all gonna look up.
Yeah. I'm gonna look up.
So, as you look up, a giant rift tears itself open in the sky, like a rip in the fabric of time and space itself. This large, arcane, astral-looking rift forces itself open in the sky. It's not huge. It's not like the Aurora Borealis or anything, but it is like, from where you are, you can see high up in the sky, this large rift has started to open, and asteroids and meteors start spitting out of it. There's not shit. Oh, 2 seconds.
This can't be good.
What have you done now?
So, quite a few asteroids and meteors become raining out of this rift, spewing in various different directions. It's not like a shower, there's just like a stray few that are spat out. The rift then doesn't cease or dissipate, it persists, it just stops raining debris. But there's now this large rift in the sky. You can see around the edges of it are wisps of arcane energy that look to be do you know, like convectionary currents, where you can see the air on the outside surging in and the air on the inside pushing out? You can see that there is some kind of energy being sucked in and pushed out of this rift. The asteroids and meteors are spewed in various directions. One of them is hurtling directly towards you all.
Take over.
Any thoughts?
Run!
I'll try and dodge out of the way.
Into the keep.
Yeah, start fucking
Make a
running.
parry.
To the keep.
+2 to AC.
I'd turn to the group and I'd say, "Fly, you fools!"
As you all panic, run in various directions, try to hide behind something.
Bard.
About 60, 70 feet to your right, this fair-sized asteroid plummets into the dirt. Dirt and debris is kicked up all around it, and it just kind of smashes into the ground.
Anybody got a pickaxe?
I was about to say, yeah.
What
If the things have stopped falling out of this rift, and it seems safe to approach, can I go and inspect it for minerals?
While you're all assessing it to decide what to do, you can see that the gates to the Dwarven Keep are flung open, and there is probably about 30-35 dwarves with pickaxes fucking bottling it towards the right? If you want to get in on it and try and get some for yourself, you're welcome to.
Yeah.
It's going to be a bit of a frenzy. There is a shit lot of spelunkers that are about to dive on this thing.
I'll whack my pickaxe out. Let's go.
I've got 35 movement speed. I'm pretty sure I can run faster than dwarfs and fucking a gnome. Fucking in it.
Okay, so who has stuff who has mining equipment that they could mine with?
Yeah, I got a
I
pick.
actually do have a pickaxe. Yeah.
I think I threw my pickaxe away.
You were
So
probably
is
trying to
it-
attack with it, weren't you?
I think I threw it at you actually, Zalbar, from memory.
Sounds about right.
Yeah, I do. Pickaxe. I remember.
No, I don't have a pickaxe. I've got a bard.
Start slapping
Swing
him
the
again.
bard.
Okay, yeah. So I'd say you're about the same distance from it that the dwarves are. So Ylva being twice the height of dwarves, you will naturally get there first. Zalbar, you can roll off against me to see whether you make it there or this horde of spelunkers make it there.
Okay.
The joys of having stubby legs.
What do you want? Just a random d20.
Give me add your dex modifier. You've got to beat a 3, so just
I think you pretty much alright, like, unless you're rolling that one. Hey.
Yeah.
yeah, you get there first. So you and Ylva manage to just get there and like strike it with your pickaxes. You turn around and there is a sea of dwarves, almost like a tsunami, like a wave. It's like they're like totem poles. They're 3-tiered high of just dwarves surging towards you. Can you each roll me a strength check, please?
Just those two?
Strength check, right?
Only the people that have mining equipment are able to mine.
Can I do
Strength check, athletic.
the thing I did last time I tried to mine, where I'd look for a weak spot?
Yes, and Ylva, if you want to use athletics, tell me how you are mining it and how you are making your athletics relevant.
I am putting in all of my strength, getting that nice swinging motion coming round, and because I would believe athletics also kind of accounts for like your stamina, that's also going to like help me out. I'd imagine I've got a bit more stamina than a dwarf. So I'd like to think.
He's
Wow.
using his momentum rather than
Yeah.
just brute
That's
strength.
it,
He's
yeah.
using physics and force to get the best out of the swing.
Get that good squat in, bring it up, and slam it over my head.
He reflects on his manual handling training. He tenses his abdomen and lifts with his thighs. Yeah, you can give me an athletics check. And Zalbar, what did we do last time for you to kind of find weak spots and assess the?
I think it was investigation.
Okay, yeah.
Not a nature check.
No, because this isn't like plants and shrooms and shit. This is like rock from space.
That's a 26.
I think 30.
Okay, I'll do Ylva's first. So Ylva,
Yeah.
you managed to strike this thing. Roll me a d4.
D4. 4.
There you go. You get 4 chunks of meteorite.
Nice.
Zalbar, you are able to find a crack in this thing. So you don't just swing at like the nearest part of it. You kind of look around to try and find a weak spot and assess it. You can see that there is a large crack down the side, which you might be able to put your pick into and kind of pry it. Give me a strength. Give me an athletics check, please.
That is custom item.
Okay. Can you roll me a d6, please? Ah, there we go. That's fair. You also get 4 chunks of meteorite.
Cool.
While they're doing this, can I turn to Blath and gesture towards the rift in the sky and go, is this a regular thing given by the dwarves rushing out to mine?
You can't see his face, you can just see a helmet that's looking up at the rift, and you just hear exasperated, no. No, this is quite concerning.
Well, those dwarves are shit hot, I must admit. Fucking meteorites fall from time and space.
This is not something that happens often, and I'm going to get inside. Are you joining me, or are you staying out here?
Yeah, I think I'm... Zaubar, Ilva, are you coming?
Hang on. Is the...
As you each manage to pry 4 meteorites off this thing, you're now bombarded by a surge of dwarven bodies that are scrambling over this thing like ants on a fucking crumb. Like
Fucking tramps on.
Pardon me, coming through, just stepping over them.
if you hadn't just seen a meteorite smash into the earth, you could assume this is an orgy pile. How there's just a pile of writhing dwarven men just trying to grab at things and pry at things.
Is the rift still open?
The rift is still open. Yeah, it's not subsided. It looks like it has no intention of subsiding. It's just persisting. It's not spitting out asteroids, meteors, or other debris. It looks like that was just from the initial rupture, but it's still got the energy convection.
How sort of high up in the sky is it?
Hundreds of feet. Not
Can I like?
reachable at the moment.
Is it directly over us, or is it like sort of
It's
off center?
probably, if you're heading north, it's probably up in the sky northeast of you.
Can I just like go and walk, get a bit closer to it, and just have a look and see if I can see what it looks like on the other side? If I can see anything at all? Like, is it just black nightness, or is it like colourful?
No matter how far you walk, you can't get to another side of it. It's like the sun. If you keep walking towards the sun, you wouldn't get to see what's behind the sun.
I want to like look like through it though, like where they came from. Like, does it look like a portal to somewhere else, or is it just like?
It's far too high up in the sky for you to see anything like that. I mean,
Okay.
you can just see like. I suppose the colours and stuff are similar to the Aurora Borealis, where you can't make out any great details or anything. It's just like this weird amalgamation of light that shouldn't be there. This is a tear in the fabric of time and space. It's not like a window that you know how to look through.
Right. And would I have
everything you know about physics said that this should not be here.
have I ever read anything about anything like this happening before in the world?
Give me.
I was gonna say, with your like, background and everything, would she know anything about this at all, or?
Yeah, I was going to say the same for prophecies and stuff from religious text.
Nick, give me an Arcana check. Yildril, give me. What are you thinking about Yildril? Religious text.
Religion check.
Religion then, yeah. And Yilva, you thinking about your backstory, your origins, that sort of stuff?
Yeah, would like I have known anything about this, or?
You can give me a nature check, because it's one of those 50-50s, because you don't know what it is. There's a great chance it could be relevant to you. There's a great chance it couldn't. You don't know what it is, so you can give me the check.
14, not too bad.
Yildril, you recall reading various doomsday books and prophecies, and none of them seem to match or ring any bells. It doesn't seem like anything to do with your religion. Yilva, this doesn't seem like any kind of natural magic.
Yeah.
I think maybe natural's the wrong word. It doesn't seem relevant to your origins.
Yeah. Wouldn't seem like something I've seen before or read before or anything like that.
Yildra with a 21 in Arcana. I think that's just good enough. Yeah,
Zalbar.
Zalbar. I think that's just good enough. So this looks to you like when a pocket dimension that has been artificially created starts to deteriorate. So it's not a natural dimension like one of the planes. It's like if some kind of wizard or sorcerer or any magic wielder and enchanter has created a pocket dimension, for example a dimensional prison or a bag of holding or some kind of pocket dimension that they can gather resources from, some kind of artificially created pocket dimension. This is what happens when one starts to deteriorate and rupture and it's not deconstructed correctly.
Right. Okay.
So if you put a bag of holding inside a bag of holding somewhere in the world, that's what you would see in the sky. That's what happens when dimensional fuckery starts to happen.
Right. Okay. Well, I'm sure it's nothing to worry about. I'm sure it'll. You know, the sky. This happens all the time, and the sky just has a way of fixing itself. So let's head on into the Hall of Iron, shall we? I think.
Yeah,
As you finish
okay.
speaking, the knight's already 20 steps ahead of you with brisk pace. He's getting indoors.
Yeah, I'm behind the knight with the bard on my shoulders. Like, yep, I'm out of here.
I reckon I can catch up to him pretty quick.
I like to think you're like initial D, like deja vu. I just been in, just drifting across the plane. Okay. Are you following as well, Loken? I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay. As you start to get up, so the doors have been left open behind the dwarves. They've not been reclosed. This would normally look like some kind of strict military operation, and in the frenzy of seeing a fucking meteorite land on their doorstep, it's all been dropped. They would fail the audit at this time. You're able to just walk up. You can see one guard from up in this up on the wall just kind of shouts down, "Hail, friends!"
Hello.
I say, "Hey, old friend," in Dwarven, and put my hand up to him.
I gestured towards Bath Spiderbane. We're with him.
So he just shouts back down, hail! In Dwarven. Back to you, Yilva. It's good to see you again, Flat. Come on in. And yeah, you're welcomed in. You can all go in with Flat. As you pass through the double doors, you walk through the double doors, you're in this long, tall, stone hallway. There's nothing amazingly flashy or ornate or peculiar about it. It's just a long stone hallway that goes down, and you can see there is a bright yellow light at the end. On both sides of you, about 20 feet in the air, are these large stone balconies that are overlooking the hall, and you can see there's about half dozen dwarves on each, holding crossbows that are just kind of surveying the area, just watching. They're not aiming at you or anything, but they're just keeping an eye so that if trouble breaks out, they're in a good murder spot zone. You can see on the ceiling there are 3 separate portcullis spread evenly amongst the hallway that in the event of attack could drop and become murder zones with the crossbows. You can see that there's just normal things, like there's wooden doors built in the side of here, which you can assume would go to barracks and guard stations. There's braziers to light the way. Yeah, nothing amazingly standing out to you. Is there
On their
anything
defences, right?
Just keep following Blaff, I think.
Blaff, do you know the way to either the merchant sector or the forge sector? I've got a friend that I need to meet. Do you know Lazarus?
Oh, yes, I know Lazarus. Yes, he's a good chap. Lazarus made this armor for me. I didn't know you knew Lazarus, otherwise I would have just told you I know Lazarus.
Oh, well, he's sort of a friend of a friend. Yeah, do you know where he'd be? Is he... I mean, what time it's getting late still? Is it, like, would
will he sort of be retiring for the evening or soon, or?
Yes, it's after hours. I mean, Lazarus Forge would be closed by now. I mean, I'm probably just going to go to my lodging at the Poison Apple if you want to join me. Not in my room. This is kind of
Steady on, Spider-Bane!
thing.
You'll have to buy me dinner first.
I mean, I can escort you to the lodging, to the inn if you need somewhere to stay.
I mean,
I
yeah,
think
is
we-
the Poison
yeah.
Apple, is it a nice place?
It's the best inn.
It's the best inn.
It's the best inn. I mean,
Well,
Well,
Yeah,
can't get
that's
clearer than that.
that sounds good to me.
it's owned by a lovely chap. It's owned by a lovely chap called Berrig.
Oh, fantastic. Let's get there then. I think Lupin could do a proper lie down.
Yes, I think so too. Well, yes, if you've got nothing else, then I guess we'll crack on. So he leads you down this hallway, past all the various balconies and portcullis. As you get ever closer to this yellow light at the end of the hallway, you get nearer, and nearer, and nearer, and you emerge. So, you emerge out of this opening, and you are stood on top of this ginormous staircase leading down into this large dwarven city in front of you. If I had to compare it to anything, to give you some kind of mental image before I go into further detail, imagine Zion from the Matrix 3, like a large technology ringed city. So you've got this large upper ring. You can see there's lots of holes in the surface that go down to lower rings of the city. So it's a large ring city similar to Zion.
Does it have like
Yep.
the big bit in the middle so you can get to all the different sections?
Yeah,
sort
so
of
it's
what
got
we
in the
get,
middle.
yeah.
You can see there are various different elevators that then go down to lower parts of the city. So you're currently stood on top of this large staircase that descends to the first ring of the city. All around the edges of the walls around you, you can see that they are absolutely plastered in various pipes, hydraulics, and valves. Similar to the Dwemer in Skyrim, I've had to compare it. Like, it's just pipes and pipes and pipes. There's hydraulics, there's valves. All of these are interconnected to these larger hubs that have exposed cogs and gears churning away. You can see that every now and then there's a spurt of steam that's kicked out of various orifices. I mean, yeah, there's everywhere around you, every single inch of space has been utilized for something. It's just machinery surrounding you. Hanging from the very center of the ceiling is a gargantuan yellow crystal similar to the ones that Zalbar collects.
Oh boy.
It is supported in a golden oval frame supported by giant iron chains. So it's kind, like how a chandelier would hang down in a ballroom.
Yeah.
It's this gargantuan yellow crystal that Zalbar collects in this ornate golden frame supported by many heavy iron chains securing it in place. The crystal is being blasted from either side by these large electrical plugs. I'm not sure what the exact name is for them. It's like like you've got a little metal ball that's on the end of a rod and you've got rings round it. That
Yeah.
stereotypical scientific electrical thing that no one knows the
Like
name
electrode
of. That
plug.
thing. Like an electrode,
Like
yeah.
a pylon sort of thing.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
It's horizontal and it's blasting. So there's one of those either side of it, and it is blasting it with electricity. You can see there are these large blue-white arcs of lightning jumping from the ends of each of the plugs to the crystal and back off, like this thing is being constantly electrocuted. This is agitating the crystal, which is then producing power in return. You can guess that this is the power source for the entire city. It's creating all of the electricity and the lights for the city. All the hydraulics, the pipes, the valves and stuff seem like that's probably what's giving them their fresh water, their irrigation, all that sort of stuff.
Wow, it's a technical mastermind in here, isn't it? Look at all these pipes. And that crystal. Look at the size of that thing.
You look back and Zalbar's just stopped in his tracks. His eyes wide and bright, staring at this crystal.
Door is on the pavement.
Oh, I've got a stiffy on.
Dabar, is that a thieves' toolkit in your pocket, or are you just pleased to see it?
Both.
I don't know how none of this works, but I mean, I suppose if it's sufficient.
Yeah, fantastic. Can you tell us about all this on our way to the inn, Blath?
Yes, of course, I can tell you. I'll give you the basic layout of the city if that helps. I'm sure you'll need to know how to get around.
Yes, that'd be great.
So, Colgarum is made up of 5 tiers. There is the residential, the trade and services, the military, the palace and the noble dwellings, and the mines and the farms. So, the residential is obviously just the homes for the people that live here. This is the first layer you can see now. I suppose there's not really a lot here for outsiders like yourselves. It's just where people live. You've got the elevator shaft in the middle, which can drop you down to the lower tiers, which is probably where the more interesting things for you guys would be. So the second layer is trade and services. That's where all the various smiths, merchants, guilds would be. So Lazarus Forge is on tier 2. Grumman's Gallery is on tier 2. The Poison Apple is on tier 2. Halvar's Emporium is on tier 2. Along with various other just kind of market stalls and stuff. But they're kind of the big 4 like titans of trade. You've got smaller markets and offies and stuff that will do potions and enchanting and stuff. But the big 4 here is Lazarus Forge, Grumman's Gallery, the Poison Apple, and Halvar's Emporium.
Wait, what's Halvar's Emporium and the gallery? They sound interesting?
So Grumman's Grumman's Gallery is actually a very recent addition. He's only just kind of broke up in trade and managed to afford his own large section of the sector, and he's basically opening a gallery. He's a renowned dwarven painter. He is known for painting and selling a lot of his works, and he's recently decided that he's going to start painting and collecting his works instead and display them in a gallery so that he has some kind of legacy to leave on.
The guy that we met who painted us wasn't a dwarf, was he?
He was.
Oh, he was. I think we might have met him, guys.
What was
Go into the gallery. There's just a picture of us lot there.
Young, bright-eyed, not scarred, and Lucas still has both his eyes.
What was the place called again? The gallery?
So there's Lazarus Forge, Grumman's Gallery, the Poison Apple, and Halvar's Emporium. So that's Grummunds.
Gallery, yeah, Poison Apple.
Grumman's Gallery is owned by Grummund Silverquill.
We met a dwarf artist on our way up here.
Oh yes, you're quite right, Zawa. We did.
Well, was it Grummund or was it another dwarf? I mean, in the peaks there are dwarfs. Some of them tend to be artists.
I mean, would we? Does he look distinctive from any other dwarves, or?
I mean, he doesn't have any like specific tattoos or scars on show I can think of. He looks like
I'm sure we'll find out if we go and visit.
Without knowing him,
maybe
he's
tomorrow?
hard to describe. Like because I'm not a racist, but because I'm not a dwarf, I don't pick up on all the things that make dwarves unique. Like dwarves look like dwarves to me. Gnomes look like gnomes to me.
Mr. Spider-Bane, are you trying to tell me that all dwarves look the same?
I could tell you if he was male or female, probably. But
I mean, that's quite a skill in itself. To be fair.
It's the
beards.
all the beard, right? Like, what else are
So
they
much
hiding under
beard.
there? What else are they hiding under
You
there?
don't want to see
So
the other
much
beard.
hair.
What was the Emporium as well? Is that like a magic item trading place or something like that?
That's Halvar's Emporium. Halvar's been residing here about 20 years. He's an elderly dwarf. Started just with a couple of different shops that were selling bits and pieces, like a general store, a weapons outlet, an enchanting outlet. Because he owned everything, it wasn't hard for him to make money, and then he's just kind of amalgamated all of his shops under the one emporium in the one building. It's kind of like an entire shopping centre that's owned by one man, and everything works with everything.
Yeah.
It's a sight to see, and if you're going to buy from anywhere, I mean, can't think of anywhere better than the emporium itself.
Sounds
Sounds
good.
like a dangerous monopoly. I bet his prices are ludicrous.
It's a weird one. I mean, you'd think so.
I mean, he's got no competition to drive his prices up, so.
Well, that's exactly it. I mean, it's that, or you go to the market. Like, people will only pay what something's worth. Yeah. His prices are okay.
Maybe we could open our own emporium, Logan.
What about the other levels? What do they contain?
So the third tier is the military sector. It's off limits to most people like us. It's just barracks and dungeons. It's all of the military stations where they eat, where they sleep, where their families. So the residential doesn't hold the families of the military personnel. This is kind of like a second residential tier, but only for the people that are involved in the military or politics or science.
Okay.
You
Big wigs.
a bank, Nick, because you were renting out your house, weren't you? In
Big wigs.
Yeah, that's right.
Area.
I'm certain they were
He
going to
said he
send
was
you
going to send me
something.
some money, wasn't he, to the old
Yeah.
wire?
Yeah.
He didn't. Who said it? Remind me.
It
It was
the
it's not. Was it Thorin?
Thorin from
Thorin?
Livera.
Yeah. So because trade and services, you can assume that there would be a bank in trade and services. It's just not one of the big shops because banks don't sell things.
Or what about post office or something like that?
I imagine a post office would come into trade and services as well. Yeah. It's just anything to do with any kind of business. Looking at
Yeah,
the
and see
rings
the armour
here,
as
they would
well.
both fit to there.
See if I
So
can
the
get
third
some.
one's it's all military. It's just barracks, dungeons, labs, that sort of stuff. The fourth one is a temple district. So it's a lot smaller than all of the other sectors, but it's just temples and gardens.
Yeah.
Would I know? Would it have a church to Vraxire there?
I don't think you would know if there is one. You don't know of one, so if there is one, it would be new. So what we got? We got residential, trade and services, military,
Temple
temples and
district,
gardens.
and then whatever's level 5.
Okay, and level 5 is the mines, the farms, and the underroad access. So level 5 is the lowest level. Once this area has been mined of all its resources, it will then be converted into the next layer of whatever the city feels it needs. But waste not, want not. This is currently where they're just like, it looks a lot rougher than everywhere else. Like it's being quarried in cubes and it's just being excavated and it's all being sorted. There's a lot of farms down here, like mushroom farms, pig farms.
Okay.
And there is the underroad access, so the entrances to the various underroads that lead to other places. The fastest way to get to Roonvale from here, there is an underroad that leads to the Roonvale.
Okay.
The dwarves and the gnomes are on good terms. The people are at peace. They're not warring tribes at all. They get on very well. So they've established an underroad between the two of them, so that if one of them comes under attack, the other has a direct, safe underground route where they can go to back the other up. They can supply each other with food in times of war. They are like best buddies, the gnomes and the dwarves.
It's good to know. It'd be faster than going over the mountains.
It's two people that work very well together, like each other, have a lot of things in common, and working very well. Anyone got any questions?
No, I think
No, just
head to the poison apple.
to the poisoner.
Yeah.
I think I'm ready for some food, bit of ale, and then bed. It's
Nice.
been a
I
long,
want to drink
long
something other than
journey
fucking
and
rowanberry juice.
And
Nothing
blood.
but rowanberry juice for 3
blood.
stinking days.
Man flesh.
man filth.
Also a bath if there's a bathhouse somewhere.
Okay. So as you just walk through the residential area towards the central elevators, you can see. Has anyone played Horizon Zero Dawn?
Yes.
No.
Okay, Kieran. Do you know at Meridian the elevators you get to go down the side of the mesa?
Yeah.
There's about 24 of those in a circle at the very centre of the city.
Holy
So, these are these large metal ornate-looking elevators. They work with large counterbalance weights on the other side. You just pull the lever, the counterbalance weight drops, and the elevator comes up. You step in the elevator descends, and the counterweight goes back up again. These elevators can be used to move you anywhere you want to go as long as you operate the lever. There's no toll or anything. You can just get in an elevator, select where you want to go. Let me just see if I can find a photo.
Level 2.
What is it? It's Meridian, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe it is called Meridian.
So that's only really the top of them that you can see there, but these large ornate elevator shafts that just go all the way down. Oh, that's a better image. Holy shit. Thank you, random person that decided to upload that to the internet. There you go.
That's the one.
So there's about 24 of these on the inside of this circle, all one after the other, using counterbalance weights to just take you to where you want to be.
Nice.
Oh.
Somebody's mixing crack.
Got my crack. I'm mixing onion rings. My apologies.
You fat bastard. You
fat
bastard.
Oh, my dad now. I'm allowed to get fat.
Nice. Get the dad bod. You had the baby.
Yeah.
Takes effort to be a dilf like this.
Whoa. Damn. And the thing is, now whenever you speak about your appearance, I've seen you because we've been on camera
No.
together. I know what you look like. Like,
No. Now, did my appearance match my voice? Because it's always a thing.
no.
No.
You've got quite a manly voice, but quite a cute face.
Aw, bless you.
You can take what you want from that.
Disarming, I think, is the word I'd use. I've got
Yeah.
a very disarming face.
Yeah, it's like, well, as a policeman, that's not the worst thing to have, is it?
It's
Stop in the name of the law.
Oh, he's so adorable.
It's like looking at a kitty, just drops his gun. Like, oh.
It happens more often than you might think.
Yeah, it's like the difference between like beauty and cute, you know, like it's like a beautiful voice but a cute face. They just don't. No
Will you
sense.
just suck him off
stop.
already, man? Jesus
Stop.
Christ.
No. But after this, put a selfie in Discord so everyone can see your face and they'll see what I mean. You're like,
He just wants
Like-
one for the wank bank later.
It does, it really does.
He's trying
You're
hard.
like-
He's thirsting.
you're like a dwarven chipmunk.
What?
Dwarven. I don't know how to take that one, but I will. Yeah, sure, why not?
You look like a chipmunk, but you got like the big beard and stuff going on. Like you're like a manly, like hetero, like chipmunk.
So to the
Okay.
poison apple.
Anyway, oh man, I completely forgot that I had this as well. Let's not keep looking at the same bridge we've been looking at for years.
Oh, thank God.
Nice, there we
Oh,
go.
there we go.
Yeah, you take the elevator down to the second tier. There is a lot more hustle and bustle here, even though it's the night time. You can see a lot of the main shops and stuff have closed, but you can see a lot of various inns and clubs and stuff are open. Most of them
Clubs?
just look like clubs and pubs and places where people just like get drunk, play games, sing, hang out. There's not as many inns that host people, but you are being led by Blast and Poison Apple. I'm assuming because of the time, we're not going to stop at any shops. Everywhere will be closed. We'll head straight there.
Yeah.
After a small while of
Been a long
ducking
journey.
through various roads and pathways, you get to the Poison Apple. It looks like an almost fairy tale kind of inn. It looks like something you could pull straight out of a storybook, and it is aptly named the Poison Apple. You can see that there is a small wooden sign hanging from above the door. It's a picture of a bright red apple with 7 dwarfs below it.
Okay, let's head on in.
Yeah, Blath will just head in, hold the door for you to follow.
Step on in.
I step on in, accidentally bang Lupin's head on the door frame on my way past. Oh shit, sorry Lupin.
Apologise, walk backwards, do it again. Oh shit!
What's
Black-
that sign
where-
remind me of something?
Where the fuck is he?
Who?
Lupin, is he not playing today?
No.
He's been here the whole time.
He's just moved into his new house, hasn't he?
Oh, has he?
Yeah, he's
Yay.
too big for us now. He's with his cool new friends. Give me a moment, because
Here's where I'd put all my friends. If I had one!
It's Doug Dimmadome from the Wellsdale Diggadome.
you know, you can watch me populate this place. There you go. I couldn't find another good tavern.
Oh look,
so
we're back.
Oh look, it's the same thing.
I couldn't find
I'm gonna
another
take this.
good tavern that I liked, and I didn't want to just use a shit one. So
Yeah.
Much like a decent supermarket, all the taverns are laid out exactly the same.
yeah, like basically,
All
right?
taverns
They've
are the
they've found the recipe for success, and they're not gonna fix what ain't broken.
Exactly.
This is how taverns should look, and this is how they will continue to look until the rapture takes us all.
Barkeep.
Yeah, so you
Doesn't
can
look
see
like
that
there is
Better help ourselves.
You can see that there is what looks to be quite a stout, busty male behind the counter, just pouring various drafts for patrons.
I'll say, barkeep, might we have some rooms? Have you got any available?
Oh fuck! I can't. Every time I try to do a Scottish accent, it turns to Irish for some reason.
It's close
I might
enough,
just-
mate.
I might. It's still fucking Gaelic, isn't it? Like, I might.
Yeah.
It might
I'll
drift
do the
into-
Skelliger
Wow.
accent from The Witcher.
It
can-
might
you can
drift
swap
into
between
Welsh.
both.
I mean, who knows? So,
I
you know
won't
what?
get offended, mate.
I'm going to
Irish, but-
I'm going to amalgamate the three, and we'll just kind of deal with it. They are some form of Gaelic. So,
You didn't
Hello
flush
there,
the toilet
fella.
after taking a shit.
hello there, fella. What can I get you?
Oh, he's a fucking pikey.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He's a fucking dwarf.
Like a dwarf.
He's been piking all his life, mate.
We're looking for rooms. Have you any available?
I have got rooms. You got coin?
How much we talking?
How much you
Yeah.
got?
Loken, barter with the man.
Loken's just cold, silent.
It's a strange technique, but it works.
Yeah, after a couple of moments, he's just like, okay, a silver. It's a fair deal. Take it.
That seems fair. Give him a silver.
You'll drive a hard bargain,
Good
Witcher.
job, Lakin.
You'll drive
Silver
a
for me and
hard
a silver
bargain,
for Lupin.
Witcher.
Give him the eyes, mate. Can't hack it. Where is
So,
my money?
How many rooms?
6 and what's his name? Bath, is it?
Bah.
Wow, that's the one.
You see, Blath
I'm back in the
sits
room.
on a stool beside you. Fuck, I haven't got a name for any of these people, and he's a patron here. He would know the name. Give me a moment. To the fantasy dwarf name generator. Let's see what Russian we get today. Nikolai the Stout. Gitrud Bottle Mail. Nice. Hello there, Gitrud. How's the evening going? It's going just fine, thank you, Blath. Tell me, did you get your spider? Yes. Just kind of like pulls it up to his back again to reveal a bit of pincer over his shoulder. The usual, please, Gitrud. Aye, no worries, fella. Who are your friends? I'm not gonna sit here talking to myself.
No, go on, we're enjoying that.
No, please.
Where are we? Yeah, that's a good point. Who pays out the bounties for that spider that we killed? Do we have to go and speak to what's his face? The main guy?
Thorgrim Ironblood.
That's the one, Thorgrim Ironblood.
He's the king, he's probably fairly busy. I'll be completely honest with you boys, I hadn't even thought of where you hand in that bounty. Hadn't even occurred to me. But
Probably
there
at
will
the
be
military place.
somewhere.
The tavern keeper doubles as a bounty collector.
You go down.
I would have
shoot
said
the
it was in the military area.
Yeah, it'd be
Yeah.
like the fucking sheriff or something, wouldn't it? The kind
Yeah.
of guard.
The dwarf sheriff.
Guard commander.
Yeah, that's exactly what. I've already forgot his name. Gitrud Bottle Mail.
A marshal, that's it.
Yeah, that's exactly what Gitrud says. Yeah. Oi, if you go down to the military sector, tier 3, over near the barracks over there, there's a sheriff handing out the bounties. Cash it in there. I mean, Blath, you know all of this anyway. Why are they asking me? I didn't explain very well on the way in. Well, like, if you're going to be accommodating of people, then you need to be looking after them. You're never going to be a host like me. You're a lazy bastard, Blath.
Holy shit. Okay, we're in a domestic
drama.
You're
yeah.
just going to slide 2 silver pieces and go, can I just have 2 keys? I've got to go put some luggage in a room. And I just...
Is that what they're calling it these days?
Sir, we are not selling drugs on this premises. You can have a point. You can have 3 of them.
Gilbert
But I'm
slowly
not
like
selling
does
you
her
no
bag
keys
up
with nothing.
slightly more because she's got all the arcade in there. Oh. I don't have any drugs in my possession.
I can see your Viking friend there is looking twitchy. To be clear, madam, I'm not going to arrest no one.
What inside did he roll?
I'm not gonna arrest no one for taking drugs. I
You
don't
can
give a
smell
shit.
it.
I'm not gonna throw you out for bringing them on premises. I'm guessing you've got them. I'm just not gonna sell you none.
20 etting. This is nat 20 fucking insight at all times. Like,
Don't see anything, boys. Anything we say may be used against us.
Who are you, the sheriff?
No, wait.
Anyway, these are the leans under the counter. So these are the bounties I've got going on. What would you like?
Are you a police officer? You have to tell us if you are.
Oi, I'm also the cook. I'm also the king. I'm captain of the guard, and I'm also the worm.
Who is he?
It's
Fucking
just
Miss
a
Rabbit from Peppa Pig?
Schizophrenic dwarf that just runs the whole place.
Fucking does every job in town.
Tell
Just
me,
him.
barkeeper, are there any rumours that you've heard from any people around?
I mean, nothing too crazy. Most of it's coming from down south, but you've come from that direction, I'm guessing. Well, I'm assuming you didn't come from north. Did you come from the north? You come from the sea?
No.
No? Am I right in assuming you've come from the south, where everybody seems to come from, because we're in the north?
Yeah, it's a pretty good assumption.
Other than being the sheriff and the marshal, I'm also a psychic. Like, no such thing.
With his nat 20 insight at all times.
Me tarot cards don't lie. I mean, I'm assuming Blast already told you most things. Well, actually, he didn't tell you where to cash in the fucking bounty, so I might as well go through it all anyway. Blath, did you tell him about the orcs in the worm nest? Yes, I did. Well, you've done something right. Did you tell him about the bandits in the old fort? Yes. Well, that's 2 for you then, Blath. What else was there? What other shit did I say? Oh, I heard a juicy rumor about half hour ago. Actually, have you heard? Have you heard that there's a meteorite outside?
Yeah, we saw it on the way in.
Something nearly killed us.
Oh, you
I
actually?
heard it, yeah. Took off my eyebrows.
Got swarmed by a pile of dwarves.
Boy, the fellas love it when rocks fall from the sky.
I mean, this has happened before.
I mean, not in a long time. It's not something that happens often, but you know, there's a whole space up there. Sometimes rocks land.
What do the
I've got a resident mage that's been fucking about.
You see, she puts on
The
a hat and
experiment's gone wrong.
she puts on a hat and a cloak covered in stars. How do you know about that?
I'm also the resident mage.
Keep your nose out of my business. If I want to play with pocket dimensions, I will.
Do you know what the dwarves do with the meteorite material that they get from those? Do they have a use for it?
Yeah, what they tend to do is meteorite is stronger than steel, so they tend to tip the end of it, the end of their pickaxes and stuff, with meteorite just to reinforce it. So it makes it easier to mine the gems and stuff they find down in the caverns.
Ah.
They could risk shattering or damaging it with steel, but if they can tip it with meteorite or diamond, adamantium, they're all good strong materials. Just makes mining easier.
Oh, good to know.
Did we order rooms or?
Yeah, can we get these rooms now? I'd rather like to get rid of the bard.
Oh right, that's what you meant by 2 keys. Oh fuck. Bit of a tangent there, eh? Right, okay. Key for all of you. He winks.
Just the room, please.
Puts the white sellotaped bag back under the counter. Will you be wanting any food tonight or in the morning?
Yeah, that'd be greatly
Both would
appreciated.
be lovely.
Would you like anything in particular? At the moment, we've just finished roasting a pig in the
Some
kitchen.
of that.
If
Yeah,
you'd like
I could
hog
go for that.
sandwiches,
Oh, that would do.
Go for that and a bit of ale.
bit of ale. Oh, I'll get you a point. Any garnishes? Any sauces?
Garlic and herb dip.
Garlic and herb.
Yeah, she gets a big bottle of like sour cream and chive. The best we've got.
Bit of. I don't know. Surprised me.
Any hot sauce? That'll do me.
Oi, hot sauce is actually a favourite with the miners. Working underground with all the gases and stuff, they start to lose their sense of taste. So hot sauce we go through quite a lot of. How hot would you like it?
Oh, just a kind of average hot. Nothing that's going to blow my scales off.
I mean, don't you scaly fellers, don't you breathe stuff like fire and lightning and stuff?
Oh, looking at it, well, yes, yes, we do that.
Right.
Yeah, dependent.
So, does that affect your taste palette at all? Like, would something that's spicy for your Witcher friend here, would that be spicy for you, or do you have like a reinforced tongue to deal with the stuff?
You know, I don't know. Tell you what, bring out a selection and Loken, how about it? We'll just see what our tongues are like.
Tongue me.
Tongue me. I was like, can you take it to a table, and I'll take a key and go and deposit Lupin in a room.
I've just got the one booth free over there. If you want to go sit over there, I'll get you hog sandwiches, various condiments, and you're welcome to eat your hearts out.
What's the? There it is. But where the fuck's this free booth? Oh, there it is.
The only booth that's free, of course.
I'll be right back, gents. I just gotta go drop Lupin off. Open door, throw in bar,
Yeah.
closed door.
I might drop
Back
off
again.
some of this equipment. It's getting, gets heavy
Yeah.
after a while.
Yeah, so you've all been handed keys to individual rooms. You can just put your stuff away.
Are there many human women in this gaff?
Afraid not, mate. You're the only one I've seen. Got him!
Got him.
She's gonna have to go local.
I'll sit back down and I'll be like, is there a bathhouse or anything? Just, we've been on the road a while.
So each of your rooms have got like baths that you can use, or if you want to use an actual communal bathhouse, there's one just down the road.
Oh no, that's great if it's already in our rooms. Makes it convenient. I just didn't explore the room. I just threw down my bags.
So if you go in, your room goes round to the right. You've got your bedroom, your bathroom, obviously, bath, sink, all your normal stuff.
Right.
Yeah, cool. Are you taking part in the tasting of the hot sauce? Are you just watching? Would you like anything to eat, my lady?
Yeah, I'll have some of that. It was pork, wasn't it? He said, like a pig or whatever.
Oi, pig
Salted pork.
sandwiches.
Yeah, I'll go for a bit of that and surprise me with the sauce. I'm quite acquired to all tastes.
As you wish, madam. If you want to join your friend at the table, I'll get it sent over for you.
Okay, great. I'll head on over.
Should waddle on over to you, Loken. So, I understand you're sharing a platter with the big man. Anything else I can get for you? Any drinks, women, anything?
Horrors.
Look, he wants to know if you want women. You'll have two of your finest dwarven women.
Still your finest whores.
I want him to have the most glorious beards in all the land.
That's how I like them.
I can get my best 2 girls on it. Cost you about 50 gold.
Dwarven.
Aye.
I will. I'll pass on that, kind sir. Thank you.
Racist!
Wow.
Racist motherfucker.
Well,
They can
suit
stand on each
yourself.
other's shoulders and pretend to be a human.
In a trench coat.
Put them in a cape, the ultimate fucking suck experience. Yeah, she's going to go through to the kitchen and just kind of give some orders for the food. You can all go over, sit down at your bench and just wait for your food. Chat amongst yourselves.
Balbar, get over here.
At least we finally made it.
But on
Yeah,
the
it's
side
nice
must
going.
be.
God damn it.
I think I could do with finding a new shield. Mine took a bit of a battering for one of those rust monsters.
I wouldn't mind just genuinely looking around. It's been a while since we've been in such a big place.
We'll have to wait till morning. Not much is open at the moment.
Yeah.
True civilization. It's nice to be back here.
Be nice to take a bath and sleep in an actual bed.
Absolutely. A Lupin's a bit more with it tomorrow. Should probably take into some kind of healer.
Yeah. Hopefully,
I mean, what's it-
worn out.
Yeah, once I wake up, I'll be able to do a bit for him, but not loads.
I
We'll just see what we can do.
That token. Where the fuck is it? On the bench. If I was a token, where would I be? Never mind. we'll just write that one off. And there he is. You see that Black emerges from his room and just kind of walks over. Do you mind if I take a seat with you, people?
Ah, Blath, please
ahead.
come join us. We're about to sample the finest hot sauces that this place has to offer.
Oh, you're a brave man. Have you got the full entourage over here?
Oh, I believe so. Me and Lokin were just going to see if our taste buds differ in being Witcher and me being Dragonborn. See if my scaly tongue's a bit coarser than his.
You know, I'd never thought of that before. Yes, being reptilian blood, you may just taste things differently. I mean, it could be like a spicy sauce to we humans. Are witches human? That's a tangent. To us it could taste spicy. To you it could taste sour or bitter. I mean, I wonder how your taste buds have evolved in general, being a large reptile.
Yes, we'll seem to find out.
Yes, I tried these sauces not long ago actually. I think I got to sauce 3 of 5, and it's where I had to stop. It sent me running for my room.
Amazing what you talk about on industrial fumes.
Yes, I haven't told you, have I? There's a volcano locally. Apparently, the last one, they use an actual drop of lava in the chili sauce.
Oh wow! And that just turned to stone, or?
Well, I don't know how they preserve it, but no, it's such a minute amount that it's not well, I say it's not harmful. It's fucking hot. I mean, it's edible. They use I don't know how they perfected it. The crazy fucking stumpies here, but they're great people.
Crazy stumpies.
While you've been chatting for a while, let me just hop back over to remember Gitred's name. Gitred stumbles over with a large platter of cooked pork and a tray with 6 condiments. So the 6 condiments. The first one is a white bottle, which is just like a sour cream, chive, and garlic sauce. The other 5 appear to be spicy sauces. It starts with a yellow, then it goes to a yellowy orange, and then an orange, and then an orangey red, and then a red. You may put whatever condiments on whatever meat you want. You can just eat, do what you want. This is your freedom of expression.
I think I'll turn to Logan and be like, one at a time, shall we? And
Yeah, start with the yellow.
start with the yellow. We'll take the yellow, and you don't want us to narrate us possibly tasting what we can't possibly describe. Will you just tell us how far we get? Or do you want constitution save?
If you want to roleplay yourself eating, I have no problem with that.
I don't know. You don't role play your characters taking a piss, but you assume that they do.
You know what? I've never thought of that.
Just get out my dragon dick. Woof.
This is a roleplay game. If you want to roleplay yourself taking a piss, I don't mind. I mean, what we're here to do, my man. You do you.
Me.
Yeah, so, can you each give me constitution saves?
Con save.
Oof.
That worse.
So, you both eat this sauce, and it's fine. It's got a little bit of a tingle to it, but, you know, nothing crazy.
Seems quite nice.
Alright, great. Happy days.
Still fairly hot. I don't think my taste buds differ much different.
Right, hang on a second. Black will do it too.
Bit like a chat.
Yeah, Blath is kind of just like, yes, this is my favourite one. I like this one. Did we try and get other?
Yes, the next.
The competition now, is it?
It can be. Why? Do you want it to be a competition?
Yeah,
do we win?
That's what I was thinking. I put down like a gold piece on the table. Makes it funner if it's a bear.
I don't think Vraxai really looks fondly upon this kind of gambling, but, well, it's not really a gamble if I know I'm going to win. It's more of an investment. I'm in.
It's just a bit of harmless fun between friends.
Go on then.
Yeah, I'll smack a gold piece down.
Yeah. Blath will ante up as well. Zalbar, are you in the mood to eat spicy sauces and gamble over it, or are you just watching the carnage?
I will just watch all of this unfold.
Okay. There is a nice sour cream chive and garlic dip if you would like something not spicy to dip your pork into while you eat on the platter.
Okay.
Still need a con save from Yildril and the knife. Me and Logan have done our second one.
Sorry.
You've done your second one, I see.
Yeah.
Do you another? Oh, yeah.
You see the knight bites down on his, immediately reaches out for the sour cream chive and garlic dip that's over by Zalbar. Just like you can see his eyes are starting to water. Everyone else, you're fine.
That's one out.
It's not that hot, and he is just. You can see he's not like crying. It's not excruciating, but this is his threshold. He would need. He needs the sauce.
He needs some milk. On to the next one.
Next one.
Indeed.
Oh dear.
Say grace one sec. And I say in Sylvan, I'm like, enhance my ability, and I'm going to cast enhance ability on myself.
Oh. He's using his magic to eat chili sauce.
Fuck yeah.
Don't you just for sandbox game?
I will do Bear's Endurance, so I get temporary hit points, and I have advantage on Constitution checks and saving throws.
Pulling out all the stops that have the biggest bollocks.
To prove the woman has the biggest nuts at this table.
Whoa, steady on there. You can't be doing this
Oh,
voodoo
still
shit.
only got 12 though.
Oh, that's rough. What was that? A 2 and an 8.
Ooh.
Yeah, gotta love it, mate.
Yeah. So, Loken and Yilva, you both tried this third one, which is where Blath got to last time, and it is like it's hot. Like this is scale 3 out of 5. But like Gitrid said, a lot of these people are miners that mine all day, surrounded by dust and gases and stuff, and it's taken a real toll on their sense of taste, so they have to eat really spicy things just to be able to taste it. So this is your threshold for you to, if this was much spicier, you would be in pain. The other, it's fine. You see the others show slight discomfort while eating it, like fine for you. You just think, oh, it's just more hot sauce, nice.
Sweet. Can we do another?
No, I think you win this one, mate. I think you win this one.
Just
If
out of interest.
I go any further up the scale, I'm basically self-harming.
I don't give up that easily, and I'll go for the next one.
Going for the next one. Again.
I tell you what.
Ooh.
Ooh, nice.
I'm gonna finish.
Chugging it.
I was trying to say something, so I'm gonna finish what I say before I look at the results. So Blath is going to intervene as you're picking up the 4th bottle of sauce. I'll tell you what. If either of you could finish the 5th bottle without vomiting, I'll give you my shield.
Done. Can I use that con save, please?
Let me look. No, this was
That was
the
the
4th bottle,
fourth,
wasn't
wasn't it? No.
At least
You have
that's
to
both,
work your way up.
at least that's both of you cheating. Ha! So Yilva, you managed to power through this fourth bottle, but this is your threshold. Like
Yeah.
any hotter than this would put you in pain. Like, I mean, you're in pain now. This would like hurt you to have anything hotter.
Saying that, I've got
Yield
2
drill,
d6 of temporary hit points, so I got 9.
Yeah, you're
I'm
just kind of
willing
like
to go
biting
for it.
down and trying not to make it obvious. Yield drill, you're fairly sure your draconic blood is making you immune to hot sauce because this just tastes like ketchup to you. Like,
You just see a forked tongue licking my the maw of my mouth, going, yeah, this is pretty good. It's just mild. That's how I like it.
that korma.
Well, you laugh at me if I have a korma, Gav.
Gavin, I don't give up.
Over the last one, shall we?
Blath, looking
Oh,
at
no.
both of you, is going to wander off to his room to go get his shield. And then he will return, holding his shield, put it on the table between the two of you. Whichever of you two handles this the best can have my shield.
Let's do it.
It's a glorious looking shield. And
18.
let's do it. Fuck off.
Yilva, see, you've both just ate the one that contains a tiny piece of lava in the bottle when it's brewed. Yilva, this is fucking hot. This easily cleaves all of your temporary hit points.
Yeah.
This damages you. This is a hot sauce. Yildrill, you dropped to 0 hit points and are unconscious.
His head hits the table.
Just hit the deck.
You
Like
eat it,
teabag him.
the heat of it, like even for a dragonborn, people can see your face goes red. You start to sweat, and you drop to 0 hit points, and you are unconscious.
You see, like, Yilva's trying to deal with it, and you see, like, her eyes go into slits, and she almost, like, shifts, and she, like, just holds it in. She's, like, really in pain for a second. Getting angry.
And yeah, I mean, with Yildril falling unconscious and falling off the bench, it gives you enough of a distraction where you can kind of like look away and sob a little bit and get it out.
Tears, like, just screaming.
And yeah, Blath will pass his shield to you, Yilva.
Thank you. I just down my ale, hoping that it cools my throat a bit.
Does anyone want to do a medicine check?
I'm sure he'll come round.
Just pick him up and throw him on the same pile as Lupin.
Yeah. Just add it to the pile, boys.
It's not even 11 o'clock yet.
Was the drink? It wasn't the sauce.
Is it just a standard shield that he's given me?
Yes. It is a standard shield, but it looks absolutely fucking skit. I don't know if I've got a picture of it actually. I wasn't planning to give it away, but it is a nice shield. So it's somewhere between a medium shield and a tower shield. It's quite a large, heavy shield. It's got this heavy silver trim around the edge, and it's got a large silver sigil of Oakenhammer across the center of it. It's not speckled red and blue. The shield is only red.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna head outside for a second and feed Sunan, and I'll take a little bit of the pork, and I'm gonna go outside and feed Sunan, who I imagine is not welcome in the bar.
Yeah, that's fine. You gonna take any sour cream or hot sauce for Sunan, or just take some pig?
No, I'll just take him some pork. I would have won some gold as well, wouldn't I? Forgot about that.
Yeah, who wagered in? 4 of us, right? So
Yeah.
but you put 1 gold in, didn't you? So you're up
Yeah,
3 gold.
Nice.
Down one.
Blath, being a compulsive gambler, is down 1 gold and his shield.
My 2 fingers
Being a
on
compulsive
on-
gambler.
on
Double
Yildrill's
or
neck
nothing,
to make
come
sure
on.
there's still a pulse there, and then just go, yeah, he's fine.
He's not dead.
Who were you checking, Loken?
Yildrill, just
Yildrill.
checking his pulse. Yeah, he's sound.
Yeah, so you've got you put your fingers to his neck, and you can't feel a pulse. After a while, you feel this one heavy budum, and you remember that Dragonborns have a naturally slower heart rate. So, like, yeah, you put your fingers there for a moment. You think, "Holy shit, is he dead?" And then you feel this large, heavy budum, and he is alive, but his heart rate is slowed. He is exhausted.
One level of exhaustion.
So, anything else you guys want to do? You want any more drinks? You want to talk about anything? You want to eat more spicy pork?
The spicy pork.
Just outside feeding soon.
I think
And
I've,
I'm
I
unconscious.
think everyone's had more than enough spicy pork.
Everyone tends to look at Yildrill. Absolutely wasted.
It's like the lightweight of the group that gets pissed at fucking pre-drinks and he just like
Yeah.
passes out.
He's like, yeah, mate, Dragonborns, mate, they're fucking resistant to spicy food. Yeah, natural 20 on fucking sauce 4, mate. I'm hard as nails.
Oh, this fucking nails. Oh, shit, fucked it.
I'm so happy I took enhance ability. These are the sole purposes of why I took it. It's to swindle my friends out of gold. Yeah, I'll come back in after like 10 minutes or so. What are we thinking? Just rest for the night and then venture around in the morning?
Let's go see the armourer.
Yep.
Yeah. I'd like to definitely shop around, see what the city has to offer.
Yeah, I'd like to do a bit of shopping.
Yeah. So if you all want to go to bed, you can finish up your meals and your drinks.
Yeah.
And
If someone could
Slink
drag
off
Yildrill
or
to a
sleepy time.
room, that'd be great.
We'll have a chili sauce wasted. Yeah, I'll help Yildrill up the stairs into his room.
yeah, I
If
see
he's still
Loken's, Loken's just gone to bed. I'm just sat here watching him.
alive.
Yeah, I'm gone to that.
It's okay, big guy.
I think as Yildrill literally just puts me into a room, but you'll just hear me come to a little bit and whisper, "Did I win? Did I win? Did I get the shield?"
Not quite, but you know what? Here, you can have it, and I'll give him the shield.
Oh, that's very. And he's gone again.
I just like prop it up against the side of his bed so he'll see it in the morning, and then I head to my room. And Yulva is going to take a bath, do some writing, maybe a bit of drawing in a book, like in a little
Loken's doing
notebook, and then
He's
go to
doing a
bed.
stealth check, trying to get into Yulva's room to catch her in the bath.
Cheeky little peep through the keyhole.
Is it like one of them old-timey ones where it's like just like a tub?
Yeah.
So all
with
you
the-
see is like
the high
Yulva's
raised
head,
end.
like yeah, bit
Yeah.
of steam and maybe like a leg, like there you go. That's what you see. If you snuck
Cheeky.
into my
I'm
room.
looking through the fucking keyhole. I'm drinking with some dwarves, mate. I got my soul back. I'm gonna have a good time tonight.
Yeah, I mean, you can get shit faced with dwarves if you want. Are you joining in the conversation, or are you just sitting listening
Yeah.
to them? What?
Oh,
What are you
fucking join
saying?
them if they'll have me. Just be like, oh, hello, fellas. Mind if I join you?
Ah, hello there, fella. What brings you? Oh fuck! How do I keep forgetting the name of the city that I invented? It's fucking. I'm so stupid so many times.
Cordova in it or something.
No,
No, that's the desert place.
Oh, yeah,
Colgarum.
yeah.
Hello there, fella. What brings you to Colgarum?
That's the one, Colgarum.
You okay there? Are you all right, mate?
What are you talking about?
It's like,
You haven't had some of that lava sauce, have you?
I'm back.
it's like 404. He's just buffering. Like.
Yeah, error, Locan not found. I'll be honest, not entirely sure. Adventure mostly. I've heard this is the best place to get armor and weapons. Is that the case? Dwarven steel?
Boy, I mean, I can't think of any better smiths than us dwarves. You should go visit Lazarus, I reckon. He's a good man.
You reckon he'd be able to work draconic leather?
I think he could work just about anything, that man. Honestly. He's the one that makes all the meteorite tips for the tools, for the miners.
He'd do the same for weapons.
Oh, I don't see why not, if you've got the materials and the money. Bleeding miracle worker.
First place I'm going in the morning. Sounds like he's an excellent craftsman.
Oh, he's a good man. Have you been over to that new gallery?
No, not yet. It's shut now, isn't it? I'm gonna have to wait till morning, I think.
Oi, it's closed at the moment. It's a weird one. Grumman's a good guy. He recently decided instead of selling all his works, he wants to open a gallery. But he made this decision after he'd sold all of the works, so he hasn't got anything to put in the gallery. I mean...
That's a bit of an oversight.
Did you go to bed or are you sitting with...
I'm just sitting at the table, yeah.
It is. So, I mean, he's a talented craftsman. He could quite easily make some more and refill it, but at the moment, I think he's just finished his first painting. So he's got this large gallery with a single painting in the middle, and I'm sure when it's done, it's going to be a masterpiece. But at the moment, it's a good work in progress. You should go and have a look.
My memory's a bit hazy since being cured. Is that going to be the painting of us?
Yeah, that's what I think. I think we met him on the road, and yeah, he painted us, didn't he?
He did. Completely forgot about that.
Grumman drew you.
He did.
Yeah, me and Logan and some of our other friends.
That's quite a feat.
Is he famous then? Is he well known throughout the whole of Iron?
I mean, I'm not sure how famous he is in other countries, but yeah, all through the Everpeaks, he's a famous man. I mean, most people in the Everpeaks, if you think of famous painters, you think of Grummond. He's a big name.
How about that, Zalbar? We'll be the centerpiece. All the women are gonna flock to us.
Well, at the moment, you'll be the only piece.
Right. Anyway, I'm hitting the sack.
I don't need to know about that, sir.
I was looking through the keyhole. It was a pleasure drinking with you fellas.
Oh, you two, do come back. You see two of them get off the stool and follow you to look through the keyhole as well.
Fucking hell.
There's like an orderly queue. They've started getting up pieces of scrap paper and writing numbers and just taking tickets to look through the keyhole.
Zalbar's charging a fare.
Yeah, I'm there on the door. We're like taking money for it.
Yeah.
Grumman's there as well with his thingy doing a portrait looking through the keyhole.
Fucking Titanic.
Yeah. Just see one steamy hand come down the window.
Maybe like one of your dwarfen girls.
Right up. An eyeful a day keeps the plague doctor away. Step up, step up.
Oh, I'd let her give me a
Telling
golden
me like
Oriole.
a cheap whore.
I'd let her give me a golden Oriole. Oh, filthy.
Right, with my ridiculous perception, do I know this is happening?
No, we all roll up 20s on stealth.
And you love it.
I'm gonna roll a stealth check for the entire inner dwarves.
Well, they have to beat a 19. That's my passive perception.
So you're aware
can hear all outside go, shh, shh, he's gonna hear us.
I can hear like a couple of helmets ring as they bump into each other as they startle.
She can just hear coming from outside the door.
Oh, God.
Dings of owners hitting groin plates. Ding dong. Oh, that's Larry. He's got the big knob.
No appreciated.
Why? Why? Why, God, why?
I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah, if no one else has anything else to resolve, you may all take a long rest.
How have they all broke in as well?
They haven't broke in, they're looking through the keyhole.
I broke in. The bartender's given me a spare key.
I wouldn't even be in the bath then, so they just see me in my room. Genuinely, that's fine.
Hey man, they'll take what they can get.
Every woman in a mile radius has a fucking beard, man. Like,
We need this. You've no idea how badly we need this.
my wife looks like my son.
Okay now.
The rooms
Sometimes.
are very close to each other. Do you know how many times?
Fucking hell.
Hey man, it's an easy mistake to make. We've all been there.
Oh Christ. Yield drill. You get the benefits of a long rest. You're no longer on 0 hit points. Right. While you all have a long rest, I'm gonna go get a drink. I'm thirsty. I will be back.
Thursday. Oh yeah, benefits of a long rest. Totally forgot about it. That would have been disastrous. Hit points back, free hit dice, all my spell slots, shifting, favoured foe, primal awareness, beauty. I get a lot of shit back. 58 hit points now, boy.
Ooh, 58.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm on 51.
No.
52.
I have returned.
Ooh-ar. Sound like you're from my neck of the wards.
I've got a brand new combine harvester.
I'll give you the key. Do do do. Come on now, let's get together in perfect harmony. By the way, I've seen them live in concert like 3 times.
Who even is it?
Wurzels. The Wurzels, man. Fuck me,
Wurzels.
come on.
I don't know this shit.
Got their CD. Oh. In fact, I actually took my wife to go and see the Wurzels live in concert. And I thought she was going to hate it, but she fucking loved it.
It sounds like a hell of a time.
Yeah, it's glorious. You know, the first time I saw it, I think I was about 16 with my dad in Falmouth. And no word of a lie. Bear in mind, they're all over 80. There's 4 of them, I think, 4 or 5, all over 80 on stage singing these country songs. And a woman in the crowd, a woman in her mid to late 40s, took off her top and was flashing her tits at the Wurzels. No word of a lie. I was there like, oh my shit, and somebody actually threw pants up there. Like, how do these 90-year-old men, are they still panty droppers? They're just fucking heroes.
They're doing something right.
I'm pretty sure I've seen them live once as well at the Isle of Wight Festival.
Fucking heroes.
I like to think Jacob's got a fucking like Wurzel's chest tattoo or something.
Yeah, it is.
It's got all of their faces along his chest like Mount Rushmore.
How did you know? You've been sneaking through that keyhole again, haven't you?
We were on video earlier, I saw everything.
Saw it all.
Has everyone done their long rest?
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Okay, you all awaken in your rooms, in your suites.
I see the shield and think, oh bless Silver, and I pick it up proudly and take it down to the room to go get some breakfast.
Yeah, so you open your door. Let's thin this place out a bit.
Oh, there seems to be some kind of dragonborn imprint in the floor here.
Big crack in the floor.
Wet stains.
Has everyone else come out of their rooms yet, or are you in your rooms
Yeah.
doing stuff?
Yeah.
Blath will sing. Yeah, Blath will be here waiting in the same booth you were in last night.
The other's having a lie.
So, Zalbar, are you sat where you are as well? Have you come out your room and you're sat here as well?
Yeah, I'll come downstairs.
Okay, so, Blath will be sat in the same booth that you guys were in last night, seeing you guys sit down. We'll just kind of budge over to make space for you. I heard you asking last night if Getrid has any rumours. Are you looking for things to do while you're here? Are you looking for adventure?
Well, I always ask a barkeep when I come somewhere I haven't been before. They usually tend to know a lot more because people tell them things. So just thought I'd gather some intel, and while we're here, we may as well, help out on depending on what sort of jobs are available.
Well, there's one other thing which she wouldn't have told you that I know about, and it sounds like a bit of an adventure if you're interested.
Maybe. What are the details?
Do go ahead.
So, she only told you about like the bounties and the things that are causing trouble, like the orcs and the bandits and stuff. But this isn't an original dwarven city. Colgarum is built on the ruins of a pre-cataclysm dwarven city. This used to be a different city that was ruined in the cataclysm, and then obviously like the worm was feeding around here 300-400 years ago and broke the place up. But after the worm's death, this city was then founded in the ruins of the old city. being built on top of those ruins, a lot of, well, pretty much all of the people that lived here died, but the vault of that ruin is still very much intact and hasn't been opened. And I think I know the way to the doorway if you ever want to try and crack a dwarven lock.
You're saying that there's an ancient dwarven vault of an ancient city that's not been opened?
Sorry, I beg your pardon?
There's an ancient vault of an ancient dwarven city that hasn't been touched. Why is... There's loads of doors around here. Have people tried and not come back, or is it a secret? Why haven't the dwarves already taken it?
So the dwarves... Half of the dwarves think it's sacrilege and that it shouldn't be touched, it would be disrespectful to open it, and half of the dwarves really want to know what's inside, and no one can really make a move on it because of how the politics here work. Like, everything has to go through officials and everything has to be approved and everyone has to, you know, agree. This is a very political city. People can't just do what they want. Like, it needs to meet a certain amount of votes for anything to get done, and at the moment half of the city want it opened and half don't, so it's just kind of in a stalemate. But
I mean, would we get into trouble for opening it without permission, or are we okay because we're not technically citizens here?
That depends on who finds out first. If the side that want it open find out, we could probably, you know, work with them. I mean, I'm not saying it's the right thing to do, I'm not saying we should do it, I'm just saying that I know where the entrance to this large dwarven crypt is, and quite a few other people here want it open. I mean...
How easy is it to get there? Is it far?
No, you go down to the underhalls and it's just like an hour's travel along the underhalls, because it's directly beneath the city, it's not far.
And are there any sort of locksmiths that we could ask that may know how, you know, the ancient dwarven vaults were made, so we know how to crack one? I mean, we could give it a go, but I'm sure it'd be better to, you know, ask someone who knows a bit more about it.
I've had a look and it seems to be a puzzle lock. It doesn't seem to require a key. So a locksmith would have no luck with it. It seems to be a puzzle lock.
Well, you had my curiosity, but now you have my attention. I mean, that sounds like it potentially has a lot of very interesting things locked away inside, so I'm all for finding those and liberating them.
And I think one of the clans that's on the side of opening it is the King's clan, so surely that bodes well for us, right?
Yes, I mean, if the king must know about it eventually, I suppose that would work in our favour.
The king's on the side that wants it open, so I'm sure he would, if we opened it, he would, you know, try and thank us or help us in some way, keep us safe.
That's true. Well, I mean,
yes, I agree.
Are we wanting to do this sort of... Did you have a plan in mind at all, or we just sort of head down there whenever we've done our shopping?
This has been in stalemate for months. It was discovered about a year ago, and it's just been bickering over what they should do since. It's not going anywhere. It's just an idea of something that, you know, if you're interested in looking into it, then it's something I'm thinking about doing when I run out of spiders to hunt.
Are the underpaths dangerous? Are there anything that lurks down there that we need to be wary of?
In the underhalls?
Yes.
I mean, the underhalls aren't safe. A lot of things have been getting in here and there, but it's not like there's not entire monster covens down there.
Right.
You just get stray things that have wandered down through natural cave systems, like various just spiders and odd monsters. Like, there's not hordes of anything down there as far as I know, but there are a lot of caves, like naturally formed caves, and tunnels that were dug by the worm that haven't been, like, explored and settled. So there's a lot of uncharted terrain down there.
Well,
it's a whole network of tunnels that's only partially settled.
Sounds good to me. I mean, I want to do some shopping, see a man about some armor, and don't think there's anything else we have to do here particularly. So that sounds like it could be interesting. Yes, I'm in.
Sounds promising. I'm in.
And Witcher.
He's in.
Yes.
He's in as well.
Witcher's not very talkative, is he?
Don't take it personally.
No.
Yeah,
What
he
about
hates everyone.
I do. This vault, yeah, it may contain valuables, but what if it was hidden and sealed for a reason?
Well,
What
then
about
we will find out the reason, and then we can just reseal it if we need to.
I mean, if we're having this discussion, who's to say that others aren't? I'm sure it's going to open sooner or later anyway. Might as well
Yes.
be us glory and fame seekers that do so, right?
And if there's nothing there, we can always close it back up and act like nothing happened.
Yeah, I mean, we're smart guys. We could do that.
You're all very brave. I'm not sure.
And are you interested in any of the bounties or the heads of the bandits or the orcs?
Oh, the contracts definitely.
Because
May as well finish it up while we're here.
the old fort and the nest need clearing out, and I mean, I'm more than interested in going and taking some hired hits if you are.
Definitely.
It'd be a pleasure to accompany you all if you're heading that way. I'd be happy to split the bounty with you.
Also sounds interesting. You never know, might be some materials there, weapons, armor we can scavenge.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I think I'm just going to hang out here for the day, and if you decide that you're going anywhere and you need an extra set of hands, then I'd be interested in joining you all. Just ask for me here, I guess.
Sounds
Right.
good.
We'll do
Well
our
then.
shopping and then rendezvous here at the tavern.
Okay. I'm going to eat, by the way. Does anyone want anything? I'm going to order some food for breakfast.
Yeah,
Yulva will come out of her room at that point, after a lie-in for a bit.
You'll see me shout over at Yulva and raise my shield and be like, Yulva! Thank you
Black
so
will
much.
Wave his gauntleted
That's
hand
okay.
and wave as well.
And I
It's
sit down
much
and
better
say,
served by you.
thank you so much. My old shield was, well, it was near useless with all that rust monster gnawing holes in it. So this is fantastic. Thank you. We've decided that we're going to go on a little quest down to the old dwarven vault to see what's in it. Are you in?
An old dwarven vault. I mean, yeah. Why not? We're not
Open
stealing
doors.
off anybody, are we? Or just so I know the details.
No. I mean, you can't really own property, really, can you?
Says the
That's the
paladin.
I believe that's the whole
Magic
point of
Jacob.
buying a house, isn't it?
It's like, well, this is, could contain valuable magical artifacts that, we need to know about, research. If they're dangerous, they need to be contained.
Hey, who knows? There might be one of those things that we've been looking for.
Oh, yes,
Could
the
be.
things.
Yes.
Yeah, Blath nods in agreement. Ah, yes, the thing.
See, black birds.
So, what? Get some food, go shopping, and then head down to this
Food and
vault.
shopping sounds good to me.
Sounds like a plan.
Order some food.
Yeah.
Anything particularly you would like?
Liberian.
Have the continental.
Yeah, why not? Got to keep this strength up.
Yeah, so, oh, damn. In Liberia, you had a full English for breakfast. What is the Gaelic version of a full English?
Potatoes.
Yeah.
I find that
It's mostly
offensive.
potatoes.
Oh,
Do
Christ.
you find it offensive because it's true?
Fuck you.
Potatoes with chopped sprouts and bacon. I think that's pretty
it's pretty much the same thing, really.
Yeah.
I think
I like my
well,
potatoes with
they
a
put a
side
bit
of
more
famine.
stuff in like their sausages and stuff like that. But yeah, pretty much the same deal.
Okay. Well, whatever that is what's on the menu. A traditional Scottish breakfast is what we'll be serving today.
Haggis.
Haggis. Yeah, chips and sheep spleen.
Beauty.
You bit of haggis. You're all square sausage. Right, shall we eat and fuck off then?
Yeah, so we go. Explore the city a bit and find this vault. Whatever it may be.
Oh, no.
Right to the armory for me.
Yeah, I need to go see
Yeah.
Lazarus.
Yeah. It's the first place we'll head then.
Cool. So you leave the poison apple. Do you know where you're going? Do you want to ask Blatt for directions? Are you just going to wander around and see what you find? Are you going to ask people? What's the plan for getting around?
Is it the third level? All that kind of stuff was on.
Second, we're already on it.
We're already
okay.
on it.
Yeah, so the trade and services is all on the second tier, which is where you
okay.
are now.
Shall we, hold on, should we turn back and go the bounty for our spider first?
Yeah, so that will give us a bit more funds.
It's
Yeah.
a shout.
So yeah,
go
we'll
right
turn to
the
Blaster and
bounty.
say, shall we go trade in this bounty and then we can use the funds in our shopping trip?
For our supplies for the
Yeah,
expedition.
that sounds good to me. I mean, I should have probably handed this in today anyway. I was going to laze around the room, but I guess then I would have a rotting spider's head on my bed for a day. So yeah. Stretches out, picks up the spider head. Let's go.
And we
Good.
follow suit.
Cool. Yeah, so Blath will lead you out of the inn, down a couple of roads towards the elevator systems. Yeah, leads you down to the third level with all the military bits and pieces. I'll be back in a sec.
I suppose while we're down here, we could have a look at the other bounties and pick them up.
Yeah, we may as well.
I think it just makes the most sense rather than having to keep coming down here.
I'm back. So you go down to the third tier, the military level, and Blast just kind of leads you off to where Marshall would be. Is there
Did you
anything
sneeze
anyone
live
else would be looking for on this level, or are you just handing in the bounty? I mean, most of it is just like barracks and guards' quarters and stuff that is pretty irrelevant.
Any
I mean,
contract notes or posters like a notice board or something like that?
So I think all of that would be over with the Marshal at the same place you'd hand them in.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's the only relevant point on this level at the moment. So
I mean,
yeah.
being an Outlander wanderer, I have an excellent memory for maps and geography, so I'd just be kind of like taking it all in, so I could like know the general layout if we ever came to this area again.
Yeah.
I'd just
Yeah,
take it all in.
Yeah. No, that's a good show. Yeah. I mean, I think when you're on the elevators between levels, you'd be able to get a bit of a bird's eye view of the surrounding area as you're going between levels.
Yeah.
So you'd be able to get a general idea of which direction you're heading and where stuff is anyway, just because you would have seen it as you were ascending and descending.
Like a photographic memory, man.
So yeah, you just keep going along until Blath leads you over. You can see that there is this large wooden building. There's a couple of bounties on the outside, and you're able to just and there's a door to go in.
Let's head on in. I'm guessing we'll follow line rather than just assume.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean that makes sense anyway because Blath has got the spider's head. So
Yeah.
yeah, Blath will lead the way. He'll just walk in. He'll slam down the broodmother's head and the bounty. Here you go, one broodmother's head as promised. Just hold out his hand, and the sheriff just kind of spits on the ground. Well, god damn it! You better save some spiders for the rest of us, Blath. Hearing this unusual voice, you look up, and it is a human.
Our first human. In a place of dwarfs.
Yeah, he hands Blah a bag of coins. Kind of raises an eyebrow and looks at the rest of you. You fellas here for anything in particular?
Any more work going?
A bunch of contracts on the outside there, fella. At the moment, the only stuff I've got going is for the orcs and the bandits. I'll let you know if anything else comes up. Is there anything out there that takes your eye? Anything you fancy?
Well, if you guys fancy it, we'll take both of them.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
That's what I like. A couple of optimists. I'm not paying anything up front. I'm sure you understand. Quite a lot of people go and don't come back. Running out of funds to pay people up front, but you just bring me a nice belt of heads back, and I'll pay you kindly.
That's understandable. Have you got much intel on these locations? How many orcs there are? How many bandits there are? How well equipped they are? Are they associated to any clans or guilds we should know about? Don't want to go stirring up the wrong hornet's nest.
2 seconds. Yeah, the bandits look to be a gang of about 10 to a dozen. Up on, I think, if you go northeast out of Colgarum, it's quite a hilly region over near the coast. There's an old fort on top of a hill over near the sea. They seem to be operating out of there. They've been whacking quite a lot of merchant caravans as of late, so I mean, I wouldn't have any way of knowing what loot's there belongs to who. I'm not really that interested. Anything you find there you can keep. I just want their heads so that they stop harassing people.
And what about the fort itself? Is it still intact? Will they be able to use it defensively, or is it rubble?
It's not been completely razed, but it's not a fully functioning fort. I mean, it's got 4 sides to it, and each wall has 2 to 3 large openings in it. I mean, the sections of wall that are intact, I'm not sure. I've not been able to scout the place. They could have tried to repair the walls with wood, but it's been derelict for quite a while before they took up residence there. It's not like a solid structure.
How much are the bounties for these contracts?
I mean, I'll just give you 25 gold a head.
Okay.
If that
Sounds fair.
works for you fellas. I mean, I don't know how many people exactly are roving in these gangs. I only have rough estimates, and I'd hate to overpay or underpay anyone for an honest day's work. If you can bring me the heads of these guys and prove they are who you say they are, then I'll pay you by the head. Same for the orcs. The orcs might be a bit more challenging, I do have to say. They've taken up refuge in the old worm nest. So to get to those, you'd have to go through the underhalls. It's about a day or so. I'm sure Blathay can lead you to it. I'm assuming you're going to be taking the bounty with him. I know he's after him. So there's a whole host of nasties in that place. I'm not really interested in paying for any critters you kill down there, but if you can get rid of the orcs, then that'd be brilliant. Again, anything you find down there, you're welcome to. I'm not interested. I just want them to stop harassing folks.
Sure.
When you say critters, what critters are we talking about?
Oh, I mean those little metal-eating devils, different variations of spider.
Oh Christ!
I know the orcs have been known to ally with trolls and ogres here and there. I mean, it's a large place. It's a big system, so they could have anything held up in there. I think the orcs as well. There's about 25 or 30 of them. They're not a small gang like the humans. This could be some kind of detachment from an army or something coming over from Cordoza.
Seems you'll have to be a bit more sneaky about that one.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll be able to do it.
We'll give it a try. Do you have a name, by the way, just so we know who to address next time?
I mean, why don't you bring me some heads and then we can get friendly? At the moment, I'm just a marshal.
Okay.
You can call me a marshal.
Funnily enough, that's also my name.
Should
My
we?
name's Marshal. Martial law.
That sounds good to me.
Fucking roundhouse kicks the table.
Shall we head to the armourer?
Yeah.
Yes,
So,
let's go and see
um,
Lazarus.
Well, you take care now. I hope to see you again with a string full of heads around your belt.
We'll be back.
We'll try.
I sure hope so there, bud. Bid you adieu.
I think as we're walking away, I'll turn to the group. I've just remembered. Remember that town where we stole the chest full of gems and we put it in the bag of holding? I don't think we ever divvied that out. Can we go somewhere to realise these? You know, what do we need? A jewellers or normal places take? Zabar, this is your field of expertise, surely. I don't know how to fence these things.
I love that you asked that and Yilva just left Discord. Did Yilva have all of our treasure? And Yilva's like, I'm fucking out of here. Oh, I'm going into a tunnel. I can't hear you. Connection's breaking up, mate.
Yeah. No, it's because like my brother went to use my car and it connected to that Bluetooth as well, so like you would have just heard everything.
Once your brother got in your car and all he could hear was me going, oh, bag of gems.
Probably.
Nice.
What was it about the bag of gems? Like selling them or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Gives us a bit
funny.
more
So
fun.
Jacob said about how you had the bag of gems in your bag and you never dished them out and you just left.
Bag of gems, what? I don't recall no bag of gems.
No, yeah, maybe sell them.
Was it 5 or 6? I don't know. I don't know anymore.
I can't remember.
I think it was
We
5.
didn't put it down, did we, as such?
No.
I think it would have been 5 because there's 5 of you.
Yeah. What was it, 5 rubies, was it?
Yarp. I think they were worth 25 each.
Nice. Sure we can find a place to sell them.
You all heading to Lazarus, did you say?
Yeah.
Let's head that way.
Okay, so you head back towards the central elevator columns, get on the elevator, go back up to tier 2, and Blath will lead you to the main areas. So first, Lazarus Forge. It's this large stone building. It's got many chimneys on top of it that are kicking out smoke. You can hear bellows, anvils, all sorts of smithing tools and machinery inside. This seems to be a factory, storehouse and shop all in one. There are multiple double doors along the side of the building which are all closed, like industrial docking bays and stuff, and at the far side you can see that there is a door with a little sign above it with a picture of a pickaxe.
Guess this is the place. Head on in.
Yeah.
Cool, so you head on in, and in front of you is a long wooden counter. It's barred with a small little oval above the counter in the centre with a dwarf sitting behind, kind of like you get like a bank or something, like an anti-robbery kind of thing.
Yeah.
Behind the bars there are various tools and weapons mounted on the wall. As you walk in, the dwarf looks up. Hello there.
Hello. I'm assuming you're Lazarus.
I can be.
I've been sent to find you from. What was his name? I'm trying to find within my notes what his name was.
Ungrim, weren't it?
Was it Ungrim? Ungrim in Livera.
As you start speaking, the dwarf gets up, walks to a door behind him, taps the door and opens it. Lazarus, someone here for you. Goes into the door, and then after a moment, another dwarf comes out and sits on the table. Not on the table, on the chair. Hello there. Are you Zalbar?
Yeah, that's me.
I mean, if you want me to.
I'm guessing you can guess my name is Lazarus.
Yes.
Pleasure to meet you. You friends with Ungrim?
Yes. He said that you'd have a suit of armor ready for me when we arrived at the Hall of Iron. How's it coming along?
Well, I really wished I did. I might need to ask you for a favour.
Of course.
So, the cart that's transporting all of your iron ingots, and more importantly, all of my iron ingots, has been hijacked by the bandits at the fort.
Wee.
That's who I'm guessing has took it anyway, since that was the way the wagon was going. If you could do me the biggest of favours and go and reclaim all of our iron, I'll make you a suit of armour free of charge.
I mean, that was the deal anyway, but, okay.
Yeah, but I'll do my own special. I'll do the enchanting and everything on it. I'll make it nice. I'll put in extra bits and pieces.
I'll tell you what. Would you be able to make this, and I'll get out the plate of protection schematic and show him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm planning to do to it.
Ah, right. Okay. Yeah,
That's what I mean. What? Oh, you thought I was just gonna make a set of plate?
Yes, I thought I was gonna have to then get it altered afterwards.
No, I was gonna. Ungrim had asked me to make you a set of plate, which is what I was gonna do, and then some thieving fox took all of our iron, and it fucks me up. Like, we're in the fucking mountains. Just go mine some, you lazy twat. But they just insist on stealing it. It fucks me off. So because you're a friend of Ungrim's, and because I ain't got time to go and get my shit back, and I would like it, if you can see your way to returning our materials, not only will I make the armor for you as promised, but I'll put an enchantment on it. If that's the exact enchantment you want, I can take a look at your notes. I might be able to. I mean, like, I can definitely enchant it with something. If that's what you want, then for you, my friend, if you can get the goods back, I'll do everything I can. Yeah, I'm fairly sure we have an accord.
Okay, very well. You are quite well versed, I'm told, as well, in adding those pieces of meteorite to the miners' pickaxes to mine with. Is that correct?
Yeah, I can do that with all sorts. I can do that with meteorite, adamantium, silver, gem.
I mean, is it a long process? Or?
Well, I'll tell you what, as a show of good faith, if you leave me your pickaxe and whatever gem you want it to be tipped with, I'll do it while you're away. I mean, it'll take me like 2 days at most. Assuming if you're interested in going and getting the goods, I can do it while you're away.
Could you apply the meteorite to a weapon? Would that do anything?
I mean, I could apply it to pretty much anything, mate. I could apply it to your shoes if that's where you want it.
But what does it do? It makes it stronger, or?
Well, on your shoes, it'd if you kick someone. It reinforces the tip of the weapon. So if you're using a metal on the head of your pick or your weapon that's softer than what you're hitting, you ain't really going to break it. You're just going to scuff your weapon. But if you put a harder tip on your tool or weapon than what you're swinging at, you're more likely to damage what you're swinging at.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that is exactly what she said, yeah.
Okay.
Have you ever reinforced like a shield or anything with it?
Shields are a tricky one because blades and pickaxes have a relatively small surface area because it comes to a point. A shield has a very large surface area. For that, you'd have to try something like electrolysis, which can be done, but it's a lot easier to do with metals that conduct electricity. Things like meteorites can't go through electrolysis. It doesn't work. Same with gemstones.
Okay, I mean, yeah. How much?
If you got your hands on adamantium, then I could reinforce a shield.
Right. I mean, I'll I mean, if we're gonna go sort this thing out for you, I can leave my pickaxe and some meteorite with you if you could sort that out. How much meteorite would you need for a pickaxe?
Well, hang on. How much meteorite have you got? What? Why do you have a meteorite?
Well, how much is it worth a lot of money?
I mean, to the right people, yeah. Like most people might not even understand what a meteorite is, but to people like us that know how to forge it, it's a useful material. I mean, it's not the sort of thing that's coveted like diamonds, where we put it on cushions and worship it, like we use it on our tools. But it genuinely makes the job a lot easier. Are you selling it, or are you using it for crafting? What's the deal?
I mean, that's
has anyone else got any meteorite? I didn't know you boys had meteorite.
I mean, that's sort of why I asked how much it's worth, how much I would need to put on my pickaxe, whether I'd have any left over to sell, whether it would use it all up.
At first, I assumed you were asking to buy some, but then it dawned on me that a meteorite has literally just crashed outside the walls, and I've not seen you before, so you've probably got some meteorite. I mean, I could reinforce a pick with just one chunk of meteorite because it's such a low surface area. If you want a blade or a sword doing it, it'd probably take 2 or 3. Shields just have too high a surface area, I'm afraid. I couldn't do much with it.
That's fair enough.
Your shoes, 1 meteorite per shoe.
I'll take my pickaxe out and a chunk of meteorite and just put it on the table next to him. And will that do?
Picks it up, hoggles it over. I mean, yeah, that's just premium meteorite, isn't it? That should work just fine. Do any of your friends want the same? Are any of you guys miners?
Not as such. I do it as a hobby.
Not really.
They like hitting rocks with big blunt objects, and you know they not a lot of precision to their technique, shall we say?
No, they wouldn't understand the art. Us small boys, we know what we're doing.
So, Lazarus, have you got any other weapons in stock or shields in stock, or have you got nothing at the moment?
I mean, I've probably got everything. Is there anything in particular you're looking for, mate?
Oh, I was quite fond of my old battle axe, but have you got anything with a bit more oomph to it? Maybe something enchanted?
Let me have a look. Wondering at what level I should start handing out enchanted weapons. I mean, you've already got fucking Hellfire shit. I'm wondering what else I can do. Actually, yeah. What weapons do you guys currently have?
Battle axe and a +1 greatsword.
Yeah, you've got the Miracle Greatsword, haven't you?
Yeah.
I have
Just have my thunder gauntlets.
blunderbuss, pistol, hellfire bow, and 2 short swords.
Yeah. The Hellfire stuff is +1, isn't it? Is it +1 or is it Fire Enchanted?
No, it's just fire enchanted.
Fire Enchanted. And I know it's the Miracle Greatsword that's +1, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got some refined weapons if you're after them. I mean, have you got coin?
Well, I've got a bit of coin. I'm sure we can come to some arrangement somehow. What have you got?
I'm just googling how much +1 weapons cost.
I'd be interested in a refined shield if you had any of those as well.
Love a refined shield, but I don't know if I can afford both of these. Or even one.
So I've got no masterworks in at the moment, but better than average stuff. I've got fresh off the press. I can do you pretty much any weapon or shield you want. For any one-handed weapon, it'd be about 300 gold. For any two-handed, it'd be 400. Shields, call it 350.
And would you be open for trades?
That depends, my friend, on what you've got. Because if I don't want it, then no.
Would you be able to apply it to a weapon that I already currently use? Like, to make it better?
I don't see why not. It would depend on the quality of the weapon, like if it's damaged, if it's used, how durable it is. I'd have to evaluate the weapon to see if it's something I can work with or not, but possibly.
I'd take my Hellfire bow off my back and kind of just put it on the counter.
He pretty immediately kind of eyes widen. I can't work on that, mate. This looks like you've kindled it in the heart of a fucking fire elemental.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I started to try to physically refine this, I could damage the enchantment that's already on it.
Also, it's a
I
bow,
could-
right? You're more of a metal worker than a fletcher.
Yeah, I mean, I've got a couple guys in that can do carpentry because we do the hilts and the pommels and stuff on weapons. But
I mean, just tip your arrows and meteor on.
Good
I mean, yeah, you could meteor tipped arrows. You could just give me your meteors. I could make you meteor arrowheads. But yeah, no. If I was gonna mess with this bow, it could damage the enchantment already on it. And if you don't want that enchantment and you want it to be a refined weapon instead, it's fine. But
I'll keep it the way it is for now, but it's good to know.
I'll raise the shield that Ylva gave me, having won it from Bath, and I'll say, what about this? Could you enchant this?
that's one of my own works. Yeah, piece of piss, mate.
And how much for that?
How much is a shield?
You say 350 to
Is
buy one.
Is it?
350 to buy a +1 shield. So I
Is there a
need
difference between buying them and upgrading our own gear?
So if you buy it, then you'd be factoring the time it takes to make the shield and then upgrade it. If you're handing in a weapon you already own, you would take off a bit of the material and time.
Right.
So it still costs, like, if it's an expensive job, it's an expensive job, but it would cost slightly less. I'm just trying to find out how much a fucking shield is in it just keeps taking me to the shield spell. 10 gold
A normal
pieces.
shield is 10 GP, yeah.
Yeah, so 350 to just make you one. I guess if you've already got the shield, take up your time to make the shield. I could refine that for 300 gold.
300 gold, right. Okay.
How long would that take? Would I be able to have it back before we head off on our mission at all, or would you need to have it for a while?
When are you heading off on your mission? What?
I mean, we were going to do some shopping today, and then maybe tomorrow head off somewhere, or
I think this would take me a couple of days.
a couple of days.
I mean, I'm obviously like these are kind of specialist jobs I'm doing on the side just as favours. Got a business to run, but no, I could work on one extra item every couple of days. I'd say give me 5 days. I could have pick, shield, and something else done. If you've got something you want doing.
I mean, I just want my shield done, really.
Oh, so you both got a shield you want doing?
Yes, the pickaxe and the shield is really what I like, and then obviously the armor, obviously, but.
Yeah, I mean, if you give me 5 days and leave both your shields with me, I can top them up. Or if you don't want to leave a shield with me, you can pay the 350 and I'll make you one specially. That'll take about 5 days for the pick and the 2 shields. And then once you return our materials, I'll pull it all together. It'll probably take me about a week to make the suit of armour, but you know, I could put that together, I could not rush it, take my time with it, I could do it all properly. Once I've constructed the armour, you can come in, we can bring me your schematics, you can look through what I've got, we can decide on an enchantment for it. Just another 2 days, I can get it all enchanted for you, and you should have a real nice masterwork piece of gear going on.
Okay. Yeah. Do you have any other any normal shields for sale at the moment that I could, if I give you the one I've got here to upgrade, could I just sort of buy a temporary shield off you? Have you got some just normal ones in stock?
I mean, yeah, mate. I've got a load of shields. I've got pretty much any weapons or shields that you can think of.
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, I'll hand him my Livera shield to upgrade, and then I'll like ask to buy just a standard shield off his stock.
Yeah. So all the shields are 15 gold pieces.
Okay.
They're all medium shields. I've got a couple of bucklers and towers if you want them. You can take the red shield with the oaken shield symbol. You can take the blue shield without the symbol, or you can take the speckled red and blue like the banners.
I'll take the unmarked shield.
Alright. Yeah. So 15 gold pieces. You get a blue unmarked medium shield.
Cool.
Only be that shield, so.
And then 300 for the upgrade on my shield.
Yes, if you're handing in your Libera shield for
Yeah.
300, you can get that +1.
Cool. I will give him 300 gold.
How much did we get for in the spider head?
Oh yeah.
Good call. Who took part in that fight? Blath.
Me.
It was and 3 of
Yildril,
you.
Dalbar, and
Yilva.
So that'd be 125 gold for the 3 of you. 125 for Blath. 125 for Zalbar, Yilva, and Yildril.
Oh.
Wait, is that
125 each.
Is that each or split
125?
between 3 of us?
125 each.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, so the bounty was 500 gold, and then depending
okay.
on who was there for the fight would depend how it divvies and who gets it.
Cool.
Nice
Awesome.
one on 600 gold, exactly.
I think I'll with that money I'll just buy a enchanted shield. What did you say?
What?
What's 350?
350, yeah.
Yeah,
Plus one.
so there's none on the counter ready to go. They're requisition jobs. So it'd be part of the 5-day wait.
Right.
So you'd pay the 350, and then if you come back in 5 days, then all of your gear should be ready at the same time for you to collect.
He has got a Swan battle axe available. 300, I believe.
What is the value of a battle axe?
No
Isn't
idea.
it like 10 gold or something?
Is a battle axe one-handed or two-handed?
It's versatile, so it's technically both, but it is mainly a one-handed weapon.
10 gold pieces for a battle axe.
So that's the same as the shield, isn't it? I'll do you a +1 battle axe for 320.
320. Can I barter him down?
You can try. What are you saying?
So, well, it's been a long road, you know. I'm a man of the cloth. I don't come across that kind of money often. I could really do with this, please. Can you just help a guy out? Just come down on the price a little bit.
Roll me a persuasion.
Dean?
I mean, I appreciate you probably do, mate, but I am running a business. If I don't sell my stuff for the price it says on the tag, then I can't pay my workers, and then owning this big building like this didn't come from cutting people discounts.
I suppose it didn't. No.
Yeah, like I've had to work hard to get to where I am, and I could lose it if I start just cutting people big discounts. I could knock it to 315, mate, but
It's very generous of you. I'll take you up on that. I'll pay 315 for a swan.
cool.
Oof, that's a hit to the wallet, that.
So that will again be ready in 5 days.
Ready in 5 days.
Tell me, Lazarus, if we're wanting to sell some things that aren't, weapons or armour, is the Emporium the best place to do that?
I mean, yeah, I'd guess so. Anything to do with tools, weaponry, armor, machinery, anything like that, I'm interested in. If you're looking to sell like
Treasure and
potions
trinkets.
and books and I mean, what's your treasure? I'd be interested. I mean, I could buy gemstones, crystals, that sort of stuff for the inlays on armor. I mean, what is it that you're trying to sell exactly? If it's
I mean, I've
if
got
it-
a
if
few
it's artwork,
things-
it's not for me. But if it's just raw materials, again, I could lift it.
I mean, I've got some golden. I've got a golden ring and a golden goblet. Would you be interested in that sort of thing?
How much do you want from? I can smelt it all down, mate.
Say 30 gold each.
I'll give you 50 for the pair.
50 for the pair. Yeah, go on then.
Pleasure doing business with you.
What about a pearl? Would you buy a pearl?
I'd buy a pearl, my friend. How much do you want for it?
100 gold?
I'll give you 90.
Meet me in the middle at 95.
Yeah, why not?
Happy days.
I've also got this. I don't. Probably not going to be a meltdown type job, so I'm thinking it's probably best to take this elsewhere. But I'll get out the golden crown and show him that.
The golden crown. Remember where you got the golden crown from?
The thing where we had to climb up the puzzle.
Yeah, where the big snake statue was.
Oh yes, yes.
Hydra nest.
That was it.
I mean, I could take that apart. That's just metal and gems there, mate.
How much would you pay for it?
How much do you want?
Hmm. 7 plat.
A plat is 10 gold, right?
I believe so.
So 70 gold.
Yes, it is.
Balls it over. Yeah, alright. 7 plat.
Very nice.
Anything else? I mean, I'd even be interested in taking pelts and skins. I mean, if I can get materials for a good price.
What about these? I've got 2 crystal skulls.
Oh, they're an oddity. They could go to either of us. I mean, what are you wanting for them? There, I'd almost feel bad to dismantle them and dish them about because they're very well made. I feel like they should stay as skulls. What are you wanting for them?
I have no idea how much these are actually worth. In all the notes with my loot, I've put in brackets what you said they were worth at the time when you handed them out. And this one, I've just put $3 because you said they were going to be worth a lot of money.
So I remember exactly what they're worth, which is why I'm asking you how much you want for them. Okay. We'll take that as your character in the heat of being chased by hydras, not getting a very good evaluation. How much do you want for them?
I mean, is there anywhere around here I could get items sort of appraised?
I mean, I'm sure Halvar could do it. Yeah, I'm just looking for raw materials, mate.
Okay. I mean, if I'm not
I'm
satisfied.
not an expert, but from the way it looks like they've been carved and shaped, I'd say that's like an artsy job. They're probably worth more to a
Yes.
collector or to someone that likes antiques than they are to someone like me that just needs the resource.
Okay. I'll see what he says, and if I'm not satisfied with his price, I'll come and talk to you.
Yeah, no worries. Well, that's good. It's got me some more resources to crack on making stuff with. You've not got anything else to sell me, have you, boys?
Oh well, take a crossbow off my hands if you like.
Was it just normal crossbow?
Heavy crossbow.
What you wanting for it?
60.
Let me just look at the value of a heavy crossbow.
Valued at 50. I'll save you looking at.
It's valued at 50. I mean, I've got to buy this, sell it on, pre-owned, part one. I'll give you 35.
Okay. I'll take 35 if you'll take my my old shield there. Yeah, it's a bit battered and dented, but I'm sure you could smelt it down. About 50 for both of them.
Looks at the tattered, half-eaten rust monster shield. Like,
It served me very well. Look at it. It's basically an artifact.
I mean, wow, the definition of shield has changed.
It's more of a decorative sort of ceremonial shield at the moment.
It's just a piece of corrugated metal. You know what? I'll give you 45 on the grounds that you go and get a tetanus shot.
Yeah, yeah, go on then. We'll say 45 for both.
It's a good deal. And I'm serious. Looking at this, I'll go get a tetanus.
Would you be interested in buying any like raw? I've got some ores, just some raw ores. I'm not much of a smelter myself, but you could probably make use of them.
Yeah, mate, honestly, all I do is make and sell tools and weapons. Ores is my bread and butter. What have you got? What do you want for them?
I mean, I'm not really very well versed in the prices of raw ores. You could maybe tell me what they're worth more than I could, give you a price. But I've got 4 coal, 3 iron ore, and 3 copper ore. Would that fetch a decent price at all? Or?
How much, sorry? Say that again.
4 coal, 3 iron, and 3 copper.
The first one, did you say gold or coal?
Coal.
Coal?
Yeah.
I couldn't tell with you, twice I couldn't tell if you said coal or gold, and there's quite a jump between the value of both, and I was like, alright, okay. How much did I sell you? How much did I sell you iron ingots for? Were they 100 gold a piece?
I don't think you've sold me iron. I've done steel ingots before, but not iron.
How much were steel ingots worth?
I don't have a clue, mate. I can't remember.
I think they were 100 gold a piece. So, how much iron?
I've got 3 iron ore.
Okay.
And I've also got 2
how
iron
much
ingots.
copper?
3 copper ore.
Are you selling the ingots or keeping the ingots?
Is this the type of material I would need to create items in the future?
Yeah, any items that require metal, you'd need ingots to make.
Okay, I'll hold on to the ingots then.
You want to sell the ore or do you want to smelt the ore? I mean, you could probably ask Lazarus if you could just smelt the ore if you want the ingots.
I mean, how much is it? How much would he pay for the ore? Because if it's worth selling for money, then I'll sell them. But if they're not, If it's not gonna be a lot, then I may as well ask them to smelt them and keep it.
I mean, in the raw state there, I'll give you 60 gold for the lot. mean, the coal's not really worth a lot. It's not really something.
Yeah,
I can get my hands on coal just like that. It's just the iron and the copper.
Yeah, fuck it, I'll sell them.
Pleasure doing business with you.
Lazarus, can I? Look, I know it's a bit cheeky, and I was wondering. Look, I've only got 270 gold left, but I could do with an enchantment on my shield. If I leave you my shield, can I bring you some more gold afterwards? Hoping that I'll find some on the trail.
I thought you were already paying for a shield.
Paying for an axe.
Oh!
Paying for an axe, and now I'm trying to get a shield as well. Really do both.
So, really, there's two ways we can go about this, big man. Either you can ask one of your friends to lend you the money that you're missing, and you pay them back, or I will agree, and if you don't pay me the money, then I will just keep the shield, no matter of the down payment you've put down. Because obviously,
So does Zalbar, because he's generally the one with most money. Zalbar, help a paladin out. Could you spare the gold?
Spare change.
I tell you what, take the second option, and then we can come back, and if you haven't managed to get the money together, I'll pay the rest of it.
Thank you very much, Sam. That's very good of you. I'll do what my friend says, and here's my shield and 270 gold.
If he doesn't come back and cover the rest of the cost, I'll come back and cover it for him. But he's alright. He's good to his word. He'll find a way.
Oh, I will. How much are shields again? Enchanted shields?
So, enchanted shield's 350, or if you've got the shield already, it's just 300 to enchant it.
Yeah, I've got the shield already.
Because you're not paying me all of it up front, I'm going to whack an extra 20 gold on there just because this is an unusual circumstance, but I'm taking a leap of faith. So, I mean, just give me 50 gold next time you swing by. I'll have your axe and your shield ready for you.
That sounds fair to me. I'll give him my shield and 270 gold.
Pleasure doing business with you, gents. Still
Actually,
got anything
I've
else
got
you wanna lift? Oh, Mr. Witcher.
Aye. Finally get in here. Fucking hell. Taking their damn time. Don't know how to bar to save their mums. Anyway, I've got a...
No, you've got to haggle.
Got to haggle. Wow. Shrubbery.
The gourd.
The gourd. This is a fine gourd.
What do you want to sell then, Witcher?
I've got this golden necklace embedded with rubies if you're interested for 500 gold.
Fuck me.
Fuck me sideways, can.
Is that what I told you it's worth, or is that what you're telling me?
King of the Blag.
Yeah. Give me. I don't think that's what it's worth, but I'm not sure if he would know that. I suppose he would know that. He literally makes this shit. How much do you want for it? 500 gold. Alright.
Multiple rubies on it, and it's a hefty piece.
Give me a persuasion check. It is quite a nice piece, but 500 gold on the one thing, it's quite a lot. I mean, would you take 4?
Just 4 gold pieces.
You trying to have my legs, mate?
I meant 400.
No, I know. I'm just kidding. You know what? I'll take 400. However, seems as we're doing you a favour, getting this iron back, keeping your business alive. Would you give me a special price on a very interesting job I've got for you if you'll take it? And then I hand my Witcher diagrams for a full set of Viper armour and the Hydra scales.
So, how many Hydra scales do you have?
Well, it's the hide of
Yeah,
what's
Yeah,
skin
the
the
name?
whole thing.
Yeah, so each piece requires a certain amount of hide, so you would need to kill more hydras. So you'd need a piece of hide for the boots, 2 for the armor, 1 for the gauntlets, and 1 for the trousers.
We skinned the whole thing, the fucking massive Hydra. Can it not be
The
divvied
brood
into
feather.
multiple cuts?
I'll tell you what, roll me a d6, and we'll see how many. We should have done this at the time, but it just went down as 1 draconic hide. Roll me a d6 and we'll see how many scraps, because it would have been damaged while you were fighting it and stuff. You wouldn't have just got lots of clean sheets. Like, it didn't die of old age or natural causes.
5.
Okay, so that is the exact amount that you needed. So
Oh.
I guess happy fucking days, right? There we go. It did die of natural causes. As you went to strike Kalish, she died of a tumor. Yeah.
She did a shot through the brain, pretty much.
Natural causes, you definitely die naturally if you have your head cut off.
I don't think there's any other specialist materials there, is there? You've already got the Viper dagger, haven't you? Yeah, I think you've already got the Viper dagger, and that's the other thing that takes special materials. So, yeah. So you hand them all the draconic hide. Have you got any other materials, or?
No, if you've got them, I'd need to pay for those.
Yeah, I mean, everything else is fairly standard stuff. I've got everything else here. It's this hides that's the beauty. I mean, it's going to be quite a lot of work. We've run off these schematics. If you give me the hide and 200, I'll put it together for you. 200 gold.
Okay, take that off the price of the necklace, sort me 200 gold, and we'll call that a job, eh?
Yeah, I think that sounds fair enough. Yeah, alright, I guess collect it in... I think with all the requisitions you boys have thrown out, you might as well come back in a week and take an extra 2 days if I'm going to start working on this as well. Do you want to swing back round in a week and I should have a good booty for you?
Yeah, but what about our items as well?
What do you mean?
The good booty, is that as well as the items, or?
Yeah, so I'm saying all of your stuff total will take about a week. So you could come in every day and I'll just give you the next piece that has been made, or you could come back in a week and I'll give you it all together.
Good to me.
Well, I'm just
It's
saying,
gonna
like,
take us a few days to get
all of
these
your-
jobs done.
Yeah, may as well
all
clear
of-
out the orcs and the bandits. That's why I bought a temporary shield, because I want to keep that AC up.
Oh yeah.
I was hoping as well. I put down the 4 meteor ingot pieces, and I'm like, would I be able to get a tipped longsword out of this and a battle axe?
We literally just had this conversation. Alex is versatile, right?
Sorry,
Yeah.
it was 2 pieces each, weren't it? I think.
Yeah, I'd say so. You'd have one. A battle axe has 2 heads, doesn't it? So you'd have 1 for each head, and a sort of. Yeah, I'd say.
Well, I
you could,
was thinking more of like a Viking battle axe. I'll like give him the drawings because I want etchings on it as well. But I'll put them in Discord. I was thinking more of like a Viking battle axe where it's
Yeah, I mean,
like
for anything
one-sided.
personalised, if you've got schematics or drawings, you feel free to send them over, and the smith can make.
The other would have like drew these 2 sorts of things. So that sort of longsword with the etchings on, and then an axe with the etchings on as well.
Yeah, that's definitely within Lazarus' forging capacity. If you hand over the 4 meteorites and the weapons, or the materials to make the weapons, or buy the weapons, then that can be made.
Yeah, I'll just put down the gold for it as well, which works out to be 25.
Okay. Is that to buy the weapons brand new?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
It's 10 gold for battle axe and 15 for a longsword.
Okay. Make it 60 for the hours as well to do the work.
You sure you can't help a girl out and drop it to 50?
Give me a persuasion check.
Get a cleavage out.
Squeezes her elbows together.
Being a dwarf, I imagine you've got that proper neck beard going on. He has a little bit
28.
Oh,
Oh,
mate.
natural 20.
It's not It's not often we get unbearded girls like you walking through. I could make it 40.
That's a great deal. Thank you, Lazarus.
My pleasure.
Literally.
It just works so perfectly.
Should we head to the Emporium, see what else we can do shopping wise?
Oh, I can have the shopping list coming through. Give me the Argos.
I know, right?
I may as well get it all sorted in a session, and then next session we can start off on the missions.
Yeah. Yeah. All of this looks good. All this is achievable.
Shield. You've already designed the shield. Do you know what it looks like? It was silver inlay on the rim.
Yeah, it's a silver inlay on the rim, and it's a large red shield.
I was so hoping to make this Hellfire Boa +1. You son of a bitch.
Mate, that weapon is already sufficiently fucking broken.
Yeah, I know. What I'm hoping, if I can go somewhere, is to change it from fire to something else, like lightning or something.
For a bow as well, you'd probably need like a rare wood and have that rare wood as the bow's core or something like that.
Yeah.
Like wands in Harry Potter,
well.
they have like fucking phoenix feathers inside them. Or something.
Yeah, something like that, a core into it, yeah.
Wrapped in
Ooh, yeah,
lightning
that'd be
moss.
That'd be fun.
That's right, Loken's got 96 clumps of it.
Yeah, lightning moss.
Turn it into Hell Lightning Bow. That'd be pretty sick.
How much lightning moss does it take to do a resistance potion? Does it say on the thing?
I believe so.
Let's have a gander. Lightning moss. Potion of resistance.
I'm setting up for her
Three
to have a
lightning
longsword and battle axe,
Three.
because that's what she'll use when she takes a level of monk.
This
That's
is
what
on the
I've done it
actual.
for.
Do you know under crafting I made all the handouts?
Ah, yeah.
It shows you exactly what you need, and it shows you the recipe to make it.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking beautiful. Bottled air elemental. Holy fuck. Alright.
Bit.
Where's what's his name when you need him? Just take a chunk out of him.
Septimus.
Yeah.
Pull it. Ow! Stop pulling out
Okay.
my hair.
Won't be brewing any of them anytime soon.
Right. Is there anywhere else that you boys want to go?
To the Emporium.
To the Emporium.
I need to find somebody that can, like, work, like, cloth or leather or something of the such.
A little tailor.
Yeah.
What do you want? Because Lazarus might have it. I mean, he's
I thought you
He's
just
a
worked
guy.
metal.
no. So Lazarus is a metal worker, but Lazarus owns this entire like fucking complex. Like when you said about the bow, he said he does have carpenters in his employ as well because
Yeah,
he's
true.
making bows and stuff as well. He's making armor. I mean, what is it you want? Because you might be able to get it from Lazarus.
I'll, like, pass over another little drawing. You know the old, like, masquerade masks? But,
Yeah.
like, it's almost like a crow one, so it, like, covers half of my face.
Oh, like
I'm wanting something like that made, yeah.
Send me a
And it's
picture.
just got, like, feathers coming out. Yeah, I'll try and find one now. We can carry on with the shopping, I'll just try and find a picture for you.
Yeah.
That is of the such what I was thinking.
Yeah, because Lazarus can probably just make that. He can make all sorts. He's a handy man to know. So yeah, you can leave. Blath will lead you among other roads until you get to Alvar's Emporium. It's this large white building, so it looks like it's a building made of red brick that has just been painted multiple layers of white. It's a smooth white, and there's just a little sign hanging off of it that just shows It shows various bits and pieces, nothing in particular. It shows like a vegetable and a porcelain cup. Just something to show odds and ends. You may enter if you would like.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I'm
don't
broke
know.
as fuck, so
I will enter.
Just sitting on the curb looking for change.
Godly
Got any spare
change.
Something along them lines.
Oh yeah, you can get something. Yeah, you can get something like that, maybe.
Just so it like covers like pretty much the whole top half of like her head, pretty much like her
Yeah,
face.
as long as it don't cover your tits, Lazarus will make him a free man.
Sweet.
Made with Lazarus' secret oil.
Sauce.
I used my
What
special
hanging out?
metal lubricant on this one.
What hanging out?
I find that if you drop the iron into a barrel of water, it could shatter the iron, so I got my own special lubrication.
So you're saying we've entered the Emporium and it's basically IKEA?
Yeah, basically, it's like entering like the Shires in Lem. It's just like a shopping centre. It's many shops within one large shop.
Is there like a magic item section?
I knew this was coming up.
Yes.
Cool.
Head over there.
Yeah, it's just beelining straight towards that area.
Yeah. So you go in. It's like just lots of different counters all around the outsides of this place. Okay, have a look what's on the list of the things.
Have an item in mind, but I guarantee it's not on there.
Yeah, I've got two
Yeah,
items.
Genie lamp.
I've got two items
Oh, I
specifically
want to
that
see
I
if
want.
Ben says it first before I try purposely looking for it.
Okay, give me a moment then, because there's a couple of items at the moment which I'm looking at, but I need to find the value, because there's no point in me telling you that it's for sale if it costs like 3,000 gold. Oh. What the fuck? Oh shit, yeah, okay, that's not for sale, you'll never afford that. There was one item that was going to be for sale because I was open to the ideas of letting you guys have it, and then I just looked at the cost, and it cost somewhere between 5 and 50,000 gold.
Holy moly.
So
Yeah.
it's just
I gave
deck of many things.
Can I still use that natural 20 persuasion to get it down to 500 gold?
the female vendor.
Oh, god damn it. I cast charm person. Turn me into a lesbian.
Oh no. What is it that... Wait, do I want to know what it is that you guys...
You want to take our request? Because it might turn badly.
No, it's like going to a shop and saying... It's like going to a shop and saying, do you stock X? And they say, no, but we have Y. You can ask for whatever you want. Doesn't mean they'll have it.
I'm just browsing. Because you never know, someone else might pique my interest.
That's what I think. I want to wait to hear what we can see, and then if the items that I'm looking for specifically aren't in there, then I'll ask for them. But I'm still I might be interested in the other things that are available still.
What I want, if you want a clue, is actually just an uncommon item. But it is a very good uncommon item.
Do you have a spell scroll of wish?
Yes.
If you had a spell scroll of wish, what would be the point? Because you can already wish for like, isn't it something like 1,000,000 gold or something? So you just
buy the
wish.
spell scrolls of wish.
You buy the wish scroll and then just wish for your money back. Like there we
Yeah,
go.
exactly. Well, you'd wish for more money.
Yeah. Wish for another wish scroll.
For a white
chain
party hat.
reaction. I wish for 2 wish scrolls.
Stop. Right, there's just one more that I need the price for. Okay, so the 3 items resting on the counter are a handy haversack for 2,000 gold.
Little out of my price range.
Some boots of the Winterlands for 2,500 gold. And a couple of pouches of Dust of Disappearance, which is 200 gold. They're the
That's
three
all
that are
he's
on
got
the
in stock.
they are the three that are on the counter on display, but there could be more in the back room and below the counter. What is it that you are looking for?
I'm looking.
See, now boots of the Winterlands are uncommon, and you've already said they're 2,500. I don't hold much hope for what I want.
That's why you gotta find magic items, amigo, because they're fucking expensive.
I'm looking
Commons were
for.
only like 500.
What
or
is it you
around that
want?
price.
I'm
what is
looking
it you
for a cloak of
What do you
protection
want?
and a ring of protection.
Stacking that AC
Yeah.
constantly.
I feel like I'm like, you know, like when you try and give your parents a hint at what you want for
Yeah.
Christmas.
Write a Christmas list. Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck do you want?
Okay. So a cloak of protection would cost you 800 gold.
Okay.
See, now that's not uncommon. What are the boots of the Winterland? 2,000 or something?
Because you're on top of a snowy fucking mountain.
He's got you there. He's got you there.
He's got a fair
I mean,
point. It's
If you buy those in Cordoza, mate, they're like 10 gold.
Yeah, they're like 50 quid there. Who use this shit?
Buzzing, I'm having them.
Supply and demand. The clincher is to buy the boots of lava walking for a tenner and then sell them in Cordoza.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good show.
Boots of desert stride in the mountain. And the ring of protection. Holy shit.
Condom.
The ring of protection would be about 3,000 gold.
Okay.
Ring is more.
Yeah.
The ring is a lot more. The ring's rare, the cloak's uncommon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they buy magic items?
It depends on what you've got and what you want for them.
I would ask how much they would pay me for my clockwork amulet, because I always forget to use it.
Is that one that you bought?
No, I got given it by Thorin from Livera, I think.
Ooh.
I didn't buy it. I either found it or I was given it.
Okay. They
Yeah, I
would
think it was from
offer
Roonvale.
you 300 for your clockwork amulet.
Okay. Can I trade in my clockwork amulet and pay 500 gold and get the cloak of protection, please?
You certainly can.
Awesome. Yes.
Right. Here we go.
What do
Does
you
he
want,
have-
Bigland?
Winged boots.
Ah, that doesn't sound fun.
I can make those when I get to level 10.
Yeah, they're an uncommon magic item. They allow you to fly for 4 hours a day.
It basically means you can always be flying whenever you want to.
No, they're not in stock.
So, I knew they wouldn't be.
Like some Terraria level shit, this is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's why I only ever made a flying character, my winged tiefling, for Dungeon and the Mad Mage, because like it's annoying when you have to think of puzzles and stuff and someone can fly. At least if you've not got to think about it, then it's already in the module.
Yeah.
Like, that's why I asked for a flying character for like a module, because then it's already all scripted. Trying to like think of stuff, it gets so much harder when someone can just fly or teleport. I mean, you've got a whole 14 levels to fly, Kieran.
It's winged boots, they're uncommon. I had to try.
Okay, so I'll meet you halfway. You can get meteorite tipped boots.
Meteorite in boots.
It hurts when you kick people.
Only 1,000 gold.
If I can't get winged boots, do they have boots of elven kind? That's not as
Are they
broken.
the stealth ones?
Yeah.
Let me see what they're worth, because they might actually.
They're
Maybe.
uncommon. While you wear these boots, your steps make no sound, regardless of the surface you are walking across. You have advantage on stealth checks that rely on moving silently.
Yeah, let me find the value of those, because I actually think that they might have those. They have got the cloak, I think, so... Oh, why can I not just get given the value of things? It's like, I Google these things, and I can't just get an answer.
That's why you have Xanathar's guide that tells you.
Yeah, but that requires me to get out of my fucking chair and look at a book.
That's why I have it all in this handy app.
Wow! What app?
You can't actually like fully customize
It's the
things on
D&D
there
Beyond app.
beyond 20.
How much does it give you a value on D&D Beyond?
Yeah, because it tells you like what pretty much all uncommon items are, what rare items are, stuff like that.
How much does it say they're worth on D&D Beyond?
Uncommon items are anywhere between 100 to 500 gold normally.
Okay, so they would be at 500 because they are very good uncommon items, but they do have those stocked. If you've got the monies.
I do have the monies.
You got them monies, cash in hand.
No, you got the money.
You got them monies, sir. I need your account number and sort code because there is a pigeon trapped in your bank account.
I feel like I should have them because I am the ranger and I do need to be ridiculously stealthy.
Pigeon is going to die if you do not give me the account.
But then my party always give me away when I try to stealth, so...
That is exactly...
Are they going to be
that is
useful?
exactly the reason why they are for sale, because 2 of your party are wearing heavy armor.
Exactly. Do I leave it? Does anybody else want any magic items while I think about this? Or is everybody
Not
broke
unless,
out
I mean, if you've got like 3,000 gold, then yeah. But to be fair, we could maybe potentially.
No.
I'm gonna see if I can. That's my mission in the next week, is to try and get 3,000 gold together.
Zalbar doesn't have 3,000 gold. I don't think anybody does.
I am down a bit now. I've spent quite a lot.
He's going to get you
gold
rent,
today.
mate.
Huh? Yes, I do. Yes, I keep forgetting about that.
What?
You need to keep
My
50
rent money.
aside for your good pal, the paladin.
You gotta keep it aside.
I'm heading
I
out.
was looking
because
at other
we got work
uncommon
early in the
items.
morning, and I don't want any magic items, so I'll see y'all next
Speak to
session.
yourself.
See
I'm
ya.
not in for the next 2 days, mate. I'm on a course.
Oh, living the dream.
I'll see you on Super Lates.
Alright.
Yeah, mate. I don't have to get up till like 8:30 tomorrow. Sweet.
Fuck yeah. Alright. See you on late then, and here's for the
See you
session
later,
then.
bro.
See you later, guys.
You know-
Just let me know when
Yeah, so...
next one's happening on the old How About app.
Thank you.
Alright.
Oh yeah, Ben, what did you invite me to earlier
I don't know. What
on the
did I-
calendar?
I don't know.
What did I
I don't think I invited you to anything.
You sent me an invitation for
Oh no, it's fucking how about every time
seeing
someone creates
Ed.
an event, it invites everyone. So I'm seeing my friend Ed.
Oh,
Every time you add something to your calendar because we've shared calendars, it invites
you want
everyone.
me to come meet Ed with you, do you?
No, I'd enjoy it if you never met Ed and left me alone forever. But
Wow.
yeah, big oof.
Good stuff.
No, yeah, it's fucking well annoying. I wish I could just switch it off every time. The worst one is fucking Jacob. I know he's here. I'm gonna say it anyway. Jacob,
Fuck you.
you put off for every day you're off. So every single day I get an invite saying Jacob's
What?
at work. Yeah, I think it's you that's put off for everything. So then every day I get an invite that's like Jacob's off today, and I'm like, cool.
And then I wake up,
Oh,
the phone's vibrating again, and it's like, oh, Jacob's off today. I'm like, oh, cool.
oh mate, I didn't know it did that. Hold on.
I think it might have like accessed your calendar and cross-throw for us a load of stuff, because I think it's done it.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. I've just found an even better item that I want.
Oh,
Would
God.
they sell me a Nature's Mantle? It's an uncommon item that only Druid or Rangers can use.
Oh, you're not.
Hi, gents. I'm off. I'll see you all later.
See ya.
Alright, man.
Later,
See
buddy.
ya.
Yeah. To the sesh.
What does the
You-
mantle do?
Oh, it's not
This
as bad as I
cloak-
thought, to be fair.
This cloak shifts colour and texture to blend with the terrain surrounding you. While wearing this cloak, you can use it as spellcasting focus, which doesn't really matter because I've already got one anyway. While you're in an area that is lightly obscured, you can hide as a bonus action, even if you are being directly observed. So essentially, I can just use hide as a bonus action, pretty much.
Are you going to try and use that with the Boots of Elvenkind to just be invisible?
No, because I wouldn't buy the Boots of Elvenkind. I'm more thinking then I can use hide as a bonus action and then fire my bow so I get advantage to fire. That's pretty much what I'm using it for.
Do you need advantage to fire?
Yeah, because then I'll hit more often.
I can't think of a single time you've missed.
I've missed a few times and shot people in the fucking back of the head, so yes, I feel like it is very handy to me.
I feel like every time you've missed, it's been a nat 1, though.
Yeah, that is true.
So basically, fucking Jesus Christ.
What?
Oh, who was it? Anonymous, someone anonymous. Fuck you, Parker. Jeez, someone.
shit.
Parker played the fucking loud gunshot. Fucking shat me.
Forgot you
up.
were streaming.
Did you cack yourself?
Forgot you were streaming. On Twitch.
I don't have a camera on there, so you couldn't see the reaction, unfortunately. But oh, mate. Oh dear. Why did you do it anonymously, Parker? Usually. Fuck's sake. Thanks for the 200 bits, though, mate. I had my screen small and clicked that on accident. Okay. Anyway. Can I get my crystal skulls appraised before we end the session and see if I can sell them, just so it's all dealt with before next session?
Yes. I'll give you 350 gold for the pair.
Can I insight the appraiser?
I do not trust.
Like, I don't,
Fuck.
like, because you said that you know how much they're worth, but I have no clue, so
Yeah, so
I don't know if you
they're
give me a good deal or not.
they're offering to buy them from you for 350 gold.
Can I, genuinely, can I insight to see if I, like,
You can give me an insight.
just want to know if it's obvious if they're trying to scam me or if they're being fair. Oh, okay. Seems like a good deal. It's free real estate.
It actually seems like a very high price. Like you thought they were worth less.
Okay.
You feel bad for taking their money.
350 for both. Yeah, I mean, fuck it. Where else am I going to sell them? Cool. And now I'm not as poor as I was again. Nice. Actually,
Jacob's literally looking for spare change on the street, and you're just like,
I'm just balling, mate. Literally, I think I'm now ending the session on the same amount of gold that I started the session with.
cash rules everything around me. Cream got
Cash-
money.
cash money, baby.
What is that beeping noise?
Oh, it's my fire alarm because.
Is your house on fire, mate? You won't want to get out.
No, it's not. It's 'cause it's broken. And,
Kieran's just like that dog where it's like, this is fine, everything's fine.
Mate, I'll just jump out my window if I have to.
Didn't you used to be a fireman?
No.
I was in the military.
No, I know you're in the military, but I swear at Ben's house party you were telling me that you were going to be a
Different
firefighter. Huh?
Different Kieran.
Was it a different Kieran?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
That's right. I know more than one Kieran. Get fucking
Go fuck yourself, Cam.
yeah, get flexed on. Look at your fucking no Kieran having ass thinking only one Kieran exists.
Oh, actually, I wouldn't want that, Nate. nature's mantle because I already have a cloak of protection. You can't wear 2 cloaks. That would be a bad idea. What about a stone of good luck? That's an uncommon magic item.
Gary's just flipping through the fucking magic item list like, I have one of those and one of those
It's
and one of those.
because I can literally just put in and just go on only uncommon, and then I can just look at all the uncommon magic items. Because that's going to be actually within our price range.
Oh, dude, I can't wait till I get level 10 because I'm just going to make my own pair of wing boots. It's going to be sick.
Yeah, wing boots, so good.
And if I get to level...
I knew Ben wouldn't give them to me because nobody ever does. They're like, fuck off. I was like,
And when I get to level 16, I think I can actually make my own ring of protection, but that's just a long way off at the moment.
Especially as a ranger having, like, flight, it's a bit ridiculous because you just never really hit me.
True, yeah, you don't need to, like, actually get close to people to attack, so you can just fly and shoot people.
Yeah. So how about a stone of good luck? Would they be selling that? It is an uncommon magic item.
I feel like you've got an Argos catalogue.
And all it does, this is all it does. It requires achievement. It gives me a +1 to ability checks and saving throws. That's all it does.
That's all it does.
It's an uncommon magic item.
You're an uncommon magic item.
Oh my god, this is
I'll say you want it for $1,000.
A grand! The book says it's 500 gold.
Shit, what the book says.
Oh, that's what you get when you try and push your luck with the DM, man.
What about with a persuasion?
1,200.
Oh shit, I forgot to convert my platinum into gold. I actually have more money than I thought.
Dude, that's 7 gold.
No, I added 7 plat, but I may as well put it in gold so I know how much, because that's just going to confuse me. I'm not good at converting this.
Put a 0 next to it.
No, but I mean, then I got to
You
convert
put a
it, then
one
I've got to
and two
add it
zeros
on,
and
and
put it
then... It's too many steps, mate. Too many steps.
What you do is, you get the number of platinum, you put a 0 at the end, and that's how much gold it is.
Yeah, then I got to... Rather than just have it as gold.
Bless
So
you.
stone of good luck, yay on there.
1,200.
Fucking, I've only got 500 gold.
1,250.
You son of a bitch. This is only because I slay all your monsters, you fuck.
You are noticeably more power creeped than everyone else.
I can't help that the revised ranger is pretty goddamn good. Don't punish me, daddy. No, I can't think of any other uncommon magic items I'd want.
How are you
The rest
still
of them
fucking
are-
beeping? Are you?
I know, it's fucking triggering me, man, I swear to God.
Oh no, it's triggering me as well. I think it's because they're trying to take the battery out and clearly they fucked it up somewhere along the line.
Just 2 Neanderthals hitting it with a fucking rock and a dead rabbit. Like.
Do you know what, mate? With them two, with their brain cell capacity, it pretty much is.
How many degenerates does it take to take a battery out of a fire alarm?
I know, yeah, fucking hell.
Who is
I'm
it?
just gonna go in there in a minute and hit it with a sledgehammer. It's my mom and my brother.
Oh.
You still with your girlfriend?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
No. How long ago did that end? I haven't actually done it ages ago.
Oh, fuck me, like, over a year ago.
Oh shit, yeah, I thought you were with her, like, living with her and stuff.
Yeah, so did
Oh,
I.
No.
I thought you were living together, and then the past couple of sessions you said about your brother, and I'm just like...
Wait, so did you not move down to Cornwall with her?
No.
Oh, I thought you'd gone down together. I thought that was...
So did I.
No. She went back to her parents in Exeter, and I came down here. Yeah. Single bean, mate.
On the one hand, I feel like we're really good friends. On the other hand, I know fuck all about you. I don't know who you
That's
are.
just-
You never asked, you bitch.
That's just the way he likes it.
Yeah.
I am a man of mystery.
I'm asking now, and I'll ask May 2022. Like, fine. It's all fine.
It's all good shit.
Nick, you
No,
can't still have viewers.
Huh?
Hey, it's finally off.
I can't still have what?
Viewers? This isn't even D&D anymore. We're just
Yeah, I know.
Oh, mate, this would be so good, but I'd never buy it, but it sounds
1500.
well cool.
It's 1500.
No, listen, Amulet of the Drunkard. This amulet smells of old ale-stained wood. While wearing it, you regain 4d4 plus 4 hit points when you drink a pint of beer, ale, mead, or wine. Once the amulet has been used, you can't use it again until the next dawn. So it's encouraging you to become a pisshead.
I don't need encouraging. Good amulet is good.
Oh wait, I've just thought.
My water skin with beer.
I've got a charlatan's die. I could make that 3,000 gold, mate.
How can you?
Well, if I find someone to gamble with, I could if I gamble and I go all in, and then I double up and win again, I only have to win twice and I got 3,000 gold.
Mate, to be fair, I was looking at that earlier, like all the stuff. Gambling, you're so good at, because it's insight, intimidation, and persuasion. She's, like, really good in all of them. She's pretty much got, like, I think a +7 in insight, and then a +8 in both of the others. So I was like, she's pretty sorted for being a gambler.
Should we just open a casino in the All of Iron?
Yeah, just rinse some of all their money and then buy all the magic items.
They're sitting there, they've gone all in. They're like, you know the giant yellow crystal that's getting electrocuted? They're fucking like, right, we'll give you that, mate. We got nothing
Right,
left.
how much am I win boots? Because I've got 1,000,000 gold.
They'll be like, oh, sorry, someone's already bought them. We're all out now.
Yeah, we had a sale the other day. Sold them for fucking 3 gold, mate. What son of a bitch.
Take a look
I feel
at
like
that.
This is going to be a running theme where Ben's going to give you all cool magic items, and me, he'll be like, "Fuck you, you're too powerful."
You'll get cursed items to give you like disadvantage to hit or something.
You've just lost 3 levels.
I might just try and kill you to knock you down a peg.
Until I come back stronger. I've already made 2 characters. One of them, funnily enough, is a Tiefling Druid, which I didn't actually account for until I thought about it. I was like, shit, it's basically Brock. And then I've made a Claymore-style character as well. Because I thought, yeah, the Claymores are pretty cool. I was like, plus then it sort of puts me in the world with a bit of lore already. So, which will be quite nice.
Check out. I'll post it again so you don't have to scroll it. Watch this.
What, is it you shitting yourself and the gunshot goes off?
Yeah.
Let's have a look. Bit of Uno, man. You're like, oh my god.
It started getting spammed so much that I had to raise the cost from 100 bits to 200 bits.
God damn. I was just scrolling through the magic items. There's a Hellfire net as well.
Mate, all you need now is the fucking
That'd be
Hellfire
amazing.
crown. Then you'll be all set. We'll go
Hellfire
get the crown.
pistol, mate. That's what I want. Hellfire revolver, Hellfire rifle.
Fucking Mad Max this shit.
Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Blatting fire everywhere. Literally every weapon can be made into a Hellfire weapon. Hellfire anti-matter rifle. Holy shit. Just
What?
fucking disintegrate people.
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. Yeah, that would destroy. Oh my goodness. Well, I'll leave the magic item shop because I'm not getting fuck all what I want. You son of a bitch.
But why don't you just buy some Dust of Disappearance?
Because I don't want goddamn Dust of Disappearance. You fuck.
Yes, you do.
Funnily enough, though, I have actually got to save gold because of like something that's actually happening in the story. So it would actually make sense for me not to try and spend that much
Yeah, exactly.
because
I'm helping you.
I need to get some monies.
Them more nows.
The monies.
You got them more nows, cash in hand.
Sure.
Right, on that note, I think I'm going to head off.
Yeah. I got a day off anyway, and I only woke up like what 6 hours ago.
Fucking hell.
Right, what have I got ready? Oh, I've got the, I think the quest here that I'm most excited to run is the only one that you haven't been told about yet, actually. Big and sad. There's one
Well, that
you
was your
haven't told
choice not to
about.
tell us.
No, it wouldn't make sense if you found out now. It's everything
Yeah.
that you found out naturally.
Hmm.
I'll drop it in at some point. I think it'll be quite hype.
Yeah. Going to be something integral to the story.
No, it'll be fun though.
Fucking cause riots.
Just fucking bantering in it.
That's the right one, man.
Right, I'm gonna go to bed.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
See you in a bit.
Yeah, just well, we've all got the calendar now, so we should be able to sort out a day. But I'm pretty much
so
permanently on night shift near enough, so
I don't see a day that everyone is free, so we'll probably just have to like.
Well, I mean, we
Business
played
stuff,
without Joel. I don't know what's going on. We haven't seen Joel for fucking years, mate, have we?
no. Bard's dead, mate.
He's the only one that hasn't made a fucking calendar with his Hal belt, so.
How much
Yeah.
gold did he have on him?
How much can we rob off of him?
It's Blath's now. Blath is the player. Blath and Septimus are going to carry the team.
Fucking sounds good.
Right, yeah. See you in a bit.
Sam, see you in a bit.
Thanks for watching, everyone. See you in a bit. See you for a RuneScape stream, probably tomorrow or the day after or something.